Hello, folks. Each woke up. Missed Cinnabun stream by 10 minutes.
I don't know if I can stay long. I might be pregnant.
I missed your stream by 10 minutes when I woke up.
That's what you get for sleeping. We had an awesome conversation where everyone ganged up on me and made me feel like shit.
Well, fuck them.
I know, right? They're just jealous, and I'm the Jeopardy champion, and I'm undefeated for 75 weeks.
75 weeks. Bird will argue that one. He'll say he's the champion.
Fuck that. I'm the champion. I have the most Trek knowledge of any person on the planet, even more than Salty and Bird combined.
Well, that's not hard to have more knowledge than Salty.
That's true.
Well, I think Lore Reloaded has more knowledge than him.
That could be true. I haven't watched live Low Reload, so I would have to say I'm indifferent on that one. I'm so drunk right now. Holy shit.
I can tell. You're slurring.
I'm not slurring. That's my normal thick Asian accent you're hearing.
Oh,
please
no,
don't,
no,
please
no,
don't
no.
make fun of that.
No, it's not a thick Asian accent. Hello, Parrot Head. Parrot Head, didn't you get enough goddamn tennis balls earlier in the first stream today?
Not a TOS hater, Thomas. I am a TOS truther. Tennis Balls is the best song on the internet right now. You should play
That's because it drives LDG nuts.
Exactly.
All right, fine. Cinnabun thinks it's the best song. You can have it here.
Tennis ball, throw it against the wall. Tennis ball, throw it against the wall. Tennis ball, throw it against the wall. Bounce, 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 bounce. Tennis ball, throw it against the wall. Tennis ball, throw it against the wall. Tennis ball, throw it against the wall. Bounce, 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 bounce. Tennis ball, throw it against the wall. Tennis ball, throw it against the wall. Tennis ball, throw it against the wall. Helps me forget about my cancer.
There you go, Cinnabun. And Petty Officer is here too.
Feel sorry for that young retarded boy.
Hello, I just thought I'd pop in because my carer was helping me, but now I've got time again. And I just thought I'd stick up for Thomas because Thomas said in the chat that you are a TOS hater, and I wanted to 100% confirm that Bunny is a TOS.
You guys are bullies. I don't believe it.
Yeah, stop bullying the bunny or the pink bunny is going to come down on you hard. Hello, Papa. Hello, Tim. You got two bunnies on here right now, so you better watch it there, Petty Officer.
I'm so scared.
Bunnyland reigns supreme across the land.
I will demote you to toilet cleaner.
And
I can do that.
Fortunately, Deej, you're not part of my chain of command, so you can't do that.
Yeah, but you're on my ship right now.
You're going to be the dude that cleans up the holodeck after Riker goes in there.
Oh, that's nasty. That's worse than when Barclay or LaForge goes in.
It's not as bad as after I would use the holodeck. So every spatial anomaly known to exist.
Barclay would be worse.
And no, Thomas, you did not see me at the White House. Jeez. So, I said the hell with it. Cinnabun's going to bed. He quit streaming. I figured I'd jump on for a little while just to drive LDG nuts because I'm doing it in the middle of the night when he's not around.
You're lucky. I'm actually glad you started to stream because that prevented me from starting a second stream of just gaming. So
that's second good. Stream.
I knew I wouldn't be able to fall asleep because I'm just way too drunk to sleep right now.
How can you quit your stream and then jumped on Deej? Why not just carry on with your stream and then invite Deej onto your stream, buddy?
You've come to the right place because I have a tendency to put people to sleep.
Okay. Excuse me, I'm sorry.
Watch out, everyone. He's a hypnotist. He puts people to sleep.
And JP's no, he didn't drink pee. He drank some kumsaki.
That's right. Coming from some young guy.
I'm not making those jokes. I can't do that. I can't.
I don't have my camera on right now, so I should clearly say I am Asian. I can make those jokes, but I don't have a camera right now to prove that. So you have to take my word for it.
And Thomas Potts is like, wow. Unless you're standing on your head, then it's mom. So
it was kind of thick, and it did coat the glass. So I'm worried I might be pregnant.
when I looked at it, I could have swore it looked like eggnog or something. Hello, Orville Nation.
Greetings, Orville.
Oh,
I still don't like that show. I'm sorry. I'll shut up. Go ahead,
Yeah,
DJ.
well, we know from your hatred of TOS that you're not a good judge of shows.
Yeah, DJ, at the end, we went through every episode of TOS and I gave my opinion on it. But I was fair and I was truthful. I could have lied and said
He was
all of
shit crazy.
I could have lied like everybody else and said all of TOS was the best Star Trek ever.
I
I
don't
did
think
not.
all of TOS
Okay.
is the best.
Orville
But the
Nation thinks
majority
this
of
is
it
me.
That is you. It's clearly you.
I probably would do something like that.
Heck yeah.
That'd be fun.
It's what you're gonna do when you go visit LDG. You're gonna fight some alligators, and I expect some videos on that.
Good morning, Yvette. Orville, if you get bored, links up the top. You can pop up,
I'll try to behave, Orville. Don't be scared.
Nobody behaves on this stream.
I'm having a little trouble controlling myself tonight, though, so please don't be offended.
Orville is a fantastic show, Orville Nation. I'll stick up for you.
Yeah, as long as you don't say you're a bunny, Petty Officer will stick up for you. He's got this hatred towards bunnies for some reason.
No, I don't have a hatred towards bunnies. I just have a dislike for TOS haters, that's all.
Oh, my God.
Peach is going back to bed.
It's probably a good idea.
What? You got Tim.
Offensive.
What's up, man?
And Tim, I know this isn't quite for you, but I'm going to play it anyway.
Holy shit, it's Kylo.
2 hours later.
2 hours later, the clip is finally over.
Don't do
I
some
know
weird
it's the wrong
horse shit on
Tim
me.
JP's, but I play it for any Tim. And hello, Cronus.
2 hours later. Oh, what's up, man? Good to see you, man. You know I love you like a fat kid loves cake. How's life, bro?
Well, I'm a fat kid, so I do. Life's going pretty good, I guess.
Do or do not. There's no try, right? No, man. I love you, man. Your costumes, everyone loves you, man. I think you don't realize that. I think you're a good dude, and that's why I came on tonight, because you were there for me on my random live stream like 6 months ago. So I had to pay some respect towards you because you are a good dude and you have a good heart. So that's it.
I don't know.
Shit, I thought I was a drunk one.
Somebody doesn't love me because I lost a subscriber. Now I'm back to 8 away from 800. The bastard.
I did too, Deej.
Yeah, it's not about that, but like Deej has a really good heart. So I think people like get lost in subscriber count. It's not about subscriber. It's not about subscriber count. It's about like the people actually. You know what I mean? It's about the people that are actually there for you. You know what I mean?
I just want to hit 1,000, then I can retire.
Same thing, man. Same thing.
It's bunny haters because I also lost one subscriber.
You
the
know,
other
like
day.
Pink Buddy haters
Well,
too. It's very specific.
Bunny, the reason you lost your subscriber is because you hate TOS.
Dude, I lost one subscriber. Do not take the extra subscriber away from me. I don't have enough to spare. I'm not like
Yeah.
you. I don't have 800 subscribers.
Well, it's because Deej is pink. He's not red. So, you know what I mean? Like, if he was like more of a beige color, maybe slightly purple, maybe that would stand up. But I don't know. I'm trolling at this point. So,
Deej isn't the only one with costumes. If I get 300 subscribers, I'll wear a fucking dress.
Ooh,
Yeah.
you heard
that.
it here, folks. Let's push Cinnabon to 300 so he'll wear a dress.
That's something
300 fuckers. I'll even stuff my
that's
chest
something
to
I
make
thought
some
Bunny
sweet
Man would
hooters.
never say.
Now we're getting desperate. I didn't want salmon. I said it 5 times, whatever, old school. I don't know. Did you see that movie? I was like, I didn't want salmon. I said it 5 times. Ooh.
Growing up, it was always Bloody Mary for me. If you said it 3 times, the mirror should show up. Good
So
morning,
deep.
Mr. Lundell. Morning,
That was
Poe.
always my morning drink. You know, we don't drink that in the evenings. We drink the, the Red Mary in the mornings. So, I don't know.
So,
Mr.
Tim,
Lund-
I've never met you before, but I've got a serious question for you.
Mr. Lundell says, describe a fucking dress, please.
Oh no, DJ's my homie, and we go back a long way. So I came on tonight because I want him to. There's no reason why he hasn't 1,000. So
I'm
he's
super
sitting
not
at-
worried about it.
yeah, what he's sitting out right now though, Deej. I know you took a massive break, right? You did take
792.
Okay, so we're sitting at the month of March. Okay, so I think by June, I think respectively, you should be hitting 1K.
I want to
and
hit 800 by my birthday.
Not if I have anything to say about
when you
it.
turn 21. Okay,
Oh, I turned
so
52.
Or unsubscribe just to make sure you don't hit 800 by your birthday.
Yeah, I got 2 weeks. Damn it.
no, I'm appreciation of Deej. Deej is a good guy, and I want to see him hit 1K. Like, but before the end of the year, Deej, I want to see it 1K, bro. 1K,
It's
you're gonna hit
greedy.
it.
Well, I've already subscribed, so I can't.
I do baby steps. I'll be happy to be at 900 by the end of the year.
Oh, that's so greedy. I've been at 200 for 3 years, you sons of bitches.
Hey, I've been doing this for 12 years, damn it, and I'm still in the 700s.
Bob Saget. No, but you deserve it, man. You're a good dude. You know what I mean? Like Jedi Bill's a good dude, and we follow a lot of good people in this community, right? Like Holy Sherry is a good meanest people, like people that do memes. We follow like Culture Casino, Fat Steven. We have a lot of good friends in this community, man. And you're one of them that needs to hit 1K because we do like you. Like you're just overall good dude. So anything I can contribute or have you on, just talk about Star Wars. I know you don't usually talk about that stuff, but man, you're awesome, dude. You're always fun. You never pick sides, and I think it's your turn, man.
Well, I was kind of talking about Star Wars last week with the Mandalorian because that episode was kind of numbing.
It was with Lizzo and
Jack
Black.
Black and Christopher Lloyd. I was just like wanting to bang my head against the wall on that one. That was not a good episode.
I
Yeah,
like
and
Star Wars.
yeah, I like Christopher Lloyd, man. I have him in my outro, man. I love obviously like you, we would love those type of movies or whatever. But like when you put celebrities in Star Wars, it takes us out of it. That I think that's what you're getting to, right?
Well, that and the episode was just boring as hell.
Yeah. And like we didn't get to main storyline until 35 minutes after. We got to like Bo-Katan actually fighting the Wolf's character at the end, man. It took 35 minutes to get towards that, and I think most of us were like, we had to sit through all of this just to get the two main storyline. You know what I mean? Like
Good
we're just
morning,
kind of.
Pop.
Oh, sorry.
I had to yell good morning to Pop Culture.
Yeah. What's that? Hey, what's up, PJ? Nice to see you here. But you know what I'm at, man. It just like we waited like 35 to 40 minutes until it got to main storyline mission, right? And then, it was like it doesn't even seem like the Din Djarin show. It's Bo-Katan, right? It's not even about him anymore. And that's what I feel like, if I'm trying to be neutral about it, it just like it's not even about the main character of the show. It's called The Mandalorian. And, you know, Bo is a good character, and you have to watch the Rebels to understand that. But the point we're moving on to this is people have to watch, the Rebels to understand this.
You want to see some really good Star Wars?
Yes.
Yeah.
Watch the screen.
Requesting deactivation of the deflector shield.
It's not gonna hurt you, look.
There you go. There's good Star Wars right there.
Why
unsubscribing
does
now.
Leia have like a mustache? Oh my lord. Leia
They've been
has a
trying to
mustache
get me in
now.
that stupid Leia outfit, so I figured I'd just do a video where I was put my face
Oh my
on
gosh.
it.
I feel like
There
it's
you
go.
PJ's fault. I see you, PJ. I see you. Fucking bro. Oh, that's funny though.
Morning, Joseph.
Oh. Yeah, man. Star Wars is in a pretty interesting space. Like, as far as someone that's kind of growing, like, I want to be honest as possible, but like, you know what I mean? If you're not honest as possible, this stuff is just gonna keep getting worse. You know what I mean? And you got to be honest about it. And
I
this
might
last.
leave you guys to it because I'm not really familiar with Star Wars, so I'll depart and leave you guys to it. Have a good night.
All right,
All right,
petty
man.
officer. You have a
Hey,
good
petty
one.
officer.
Take it easy,
Alrighty.
man.
See ya.
Have a good day.
I've already stood up for Thomas, and that's why I popped in. So there you go. See ya.
He's demoted now.
I don't know what you're talking about either, but I will sit quietly as much as I can.
I'll stop talking. I was ranting about this last episode, but I don't think my thought is universal. I would rather hear what you think about, like, the current state of Star Wars or anything you want to mention, because it's your channel. So, it's Money Man and Deej. This is the way.
I don't know. I just think it's all falling apart.
I will say
Just
I
like-
like. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, you go.
Oh, okay. I was just gonna say I like the original trilogy, and I like the first two, the second two movies of the prequels, but the rest I didn't like, and I haven't watched any of the TV shows.
Deej, like, have you watched like on The Mandalorian,
I've
Boba
watched
Fett,
all.
or
I've watched Boba Fett. I've watched The Mandalorians. Yep, I've watched those.
okay, so like, what do you think of the like? You've watched all of this last season, right?
Yep.
Okay, so what are your overall thoughts thus far? Obviously we're sitting at episode 6. We have
Two
episode
more.
7 and 8 left, right? So, like, what are you thinking right now as far as like the overall series? Because to me, I'm pretty. to be honest, I try to keep it positive on my channel. I always bring up the pros before the cons. But like even I am having struggling with it. And I I don't want to hate Star Wars Disney. I think there are some good elements, but there's definitely bad elements, and I want to be subjective as possible, right? But you want to be honest. Like obviously I don't agree with some of the firing, but like if you bring that bias into something, you're not bringing it to me. You're not bringing an accurate like judgment, right? Because just because something happened, you got to be neutral when you come into something. Be like, hey, no, I think about this in that way. Just you know what I mean. You see what I'm saying? So just be honest about like what you're watching, right? So I don't. I know you don't talk normally. You don't like your channel is more like a chill channel or whatever. You did like what did you do like 30 days or something like that where you didn't stop streaming? So I know that's not your channel. You're a cool channel. You wear the bunny suit. I love your cosplay, and I'm a cosplayer, and I think that's why I love you. So in a good way. So I don't know. What are your thoughts on this? Like,
Okay, my thought on this season of The Mandalorian is I'm not sure why they're calling it The Mandalorian because they really don't focus in on him. It's everything else but him. We had
it's
one
both
entire
and eh?
yeah, and we've had one whole episode where they focused in on some dude that was in the Empire that was trying to reform and then got set up by a psychopath wench that got him strapped down to do electric shock on his head, and she cranked it on him. It's just I don't know where all this is going.
Where does this series take place in the Star Wars story?
It's about 5 years after I think 5 years after or 10 years after Return of the Jedi.
Is that
Yeah.
before the sequel stuff then?
Yeah.
Yes.
The first season of The Mandalorian, they actually did a CGI of young Mark Hamill while he was still wearing the black outfit, young just
Ah,
after Return of the Jedi. It's all in that time period right there.
gotcha.
Yeah, that's why it gets foggy because yeah, even I'm just kind of like having a hard time pinpointing these things. And it's so loose, right? I think that's one of our like big arguments here. It's so loose on how they're treating this stuff. And after Luke, saved his father and made that big sacrifice, everything was supposed to be okay, and that's when everyone like starts calling this stuff fan fiction because it's so like loosely tied with that. And Luke was supposed to be, and Anakin was like this lead, the savior of the galaxy, and then now we're dealing with all this stuff afterwards. It just like to me, as a follower of that, it seems counterintuitive, but then I could see like people that are still kind of resisting, like, you know what I mean? Like our logic is trying to like take place. Like, where are these people coming from? And then like when we see Ahsoka, the Ahsoka trailer was dope, but I'm just like, where did all these Jedi's or Dark Force users come from after Order 66, right? Isn't that a little sketch? Can we talk about
Evening,
that?
Kai. Yeah, I don't know. I just apparently there was a ton of them that were out hiding out and
Yeah,
for
see,
years.
like, wasn't our notion, Deej, the fact that, like, all the Jedi were non-existent. So I can understand the fact, like, when we bring in, like, Superman elements, right? From Krypton, the last son of Krypton, there's a comic book about it, Superman, right? But, like, now, like, Jedi and Sith are popping out, like, fucking, forget my language, like, Rattata. Like, if anyone follows Pokemon, all over. So, you know what I mean? It just like Rattata are like Jedi now and Sith users or whatever, and they're not fully in Sith because like even this new trailer of you know of Ahsoka, they don't have quite red Jedi Force users. It's orange. So they're called like dark side users, and which they have good actors on playing these roles. But man, Star Wars is getting like ridiculous. Like, you know what I mean? What do you think, Deej? Sorry, I just, I'm ranting here, but it just like, you know what I mean? It's like I like the EU, which they eradicated in 2015 or 2016, whatever, right? But they're pulling a lot of that source material into current day. So I don't know, man. I'll let you speak. I'm sorry for ranting, but I just like I'm getting sick and tired of just like inconsistency, like within the lore.
Wait,
I
before
just
you go, what's an orange Jedi user?
Well, see that's the thing, bro. What I'm talking about, inconsistency, right? Inconsistency, and the thing is, they're saying that like Orange Jedi, the people that use the orange sabers are the fact that they're not fully realizing the dark side.
Ah,
They're at that peak. They're called dark Jedi users. That was in the article I saw from Collider. Right. So like I was like looking up a lot of this stuff, but like they're changing you know, retro changing like kind of the lore, but then they're not because there's good really good EU stuff with Thrawn based on what Ahsoka said, Heir to the Empire, which is a direct line from the Timothy Zahn novels with through the main big baddie, and I see Kai firing off on this, I see Ransom Menace firing off this, and I see Orville Nation. Like there's a lot of things this could be meaning, man. Like the Star Wars lore is massive. So I'm firing off about a lot of this, but I could be wrong. I feel like I'm wrong on a lot of the parts, but based on what I'm saying, I just feel like Star Wars stuff is all over the place, and I think I saw Orville Nation PJ saying that too. Man, it's just not consistent, and I think that's the problem. You know what I mean?
well,
It's
I got
just
to
not
find out
consistent.
something from you,
Okay.
Tim. We know you've dressed up like Kylo before.
Yeah.
Is this your baby?
Oh my gosh, my baby
Is
hump.
this your baby?
Well, I can neither confirm nor deny, but I do want to spread something. I've sold leaks on this. So, there's rumors about Ray being pregnant with Ben Solo, and about like giving the touch on her belly. I'm not saying that's wrong or right. I don't know if Ray she might be pregnant in the Force from Ben Solo, which is like a legacy character. So I'm not going to say it's wrong or right, but I don't know. I'm not going to make this joke. This is too dark. Too dark. Too dark. I'll tell you backstage, Deej. I'll tell you guys backstage about the joke. But
Well,
no,
probably made the joke on my stream earlier today that
bro, I
she
want to
was
tell you.
forced
I
ghost.
wish I could tell you on
She
stream.
was forced
It
by the
would be
ghost.
goaded, bro. It would be goaded. Like the joke I want to tell you right now would be goaded. But like, no, I think honestly, no, there was a lot of jokes. But to be honest, if I'm gonna speak about it subjectively, with Deej and Buddy Man here, um, so we got Ray. This is the story, right? We got Ray 15 years in the future. This is what is told by Lucas Disney right now, right?
wait,
Ray is
what? They're making a new
restarting.
series? I mean, movie?
Yeah, Ray is essentially starting the Jedi Order, right?
Ah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so this is what was released by Disney and Lucasfilm, right? She is restarting the Jedi. Okay,
Okay.
so the interesting thing is they never said the protagonist. Like the only information I can go on is Broom Boy. Broom Boy was the only Force user that they showed, which was kind of a joke. But he could be the Sith user, but we don't know what is going on with this. Obviously, I would think for big 10-foot full film, and people that have a lot of experience more than I do, that there would be more nuance to that. Like we have Room Boy that showed force powers. He's like, oh my gosh, they didn't give us like enough power to like watch the docs or whatever. He's like sick and tired of doing this. And Ray's always been a nobody. But who else would train Ray to be a master in the Force? Because she was never a master in the Force. It would have to be like, Force user Jedi. And like we saw uh, essentially Yoda do lightning bolts like Thor on the ground. So what's the limit to that ability? So I don't know what they're going to do with these new films moving forward, but this is all the things what I said happened, man. We saw essentially Yoda strike a tree, which was very biblical to the Bible. And then, and they're talking about doing the Dawn of the Jedi film, which to me seems very interesting. The Ray film, I'm not very interested in. I think the Filoniverse film seems. They said that's going to wrap up everything in the Din Djarin verse. I think it seems pretty interesting. I don't know. Sorry, I'm talking too much. Deej or Bonnie Man, did you see any of these things? You know what I mean?
I seen the stupid thing about the beginning of the Force, and it's like, what? The
It's
Force
called
just
like the Dawn of Jedi, like where the Force begins, right?
yeah. I would think the Force always existed. I wouldn't think that it just began somewhere. It probably always existed in some form. That makes no sense. Just like I hate the whole Rey thing where they try to say she's a Skywalker. No, she's a Palpatine. She is not a Skywalker. Don't give me that shit.
Yeah, I agree with you on that.
I
Yeah,
still
so
haven't seen movie 9 yet.
Don't
oh
do
my
it.
gosh.
Don't do it.
But Deej, what they're saying is like essentially this is going 25,000 years in the past where the Jedi began. So they're gonna have a film like that, and then they're gonna have a Filoniverse movie, and then they're gonna have a Rey movie, which takes place 15 years after the rise of Palpatine. I mean, rise of Skywalker. So
I want my damn Ewok adventure #3.
yeah, what's up, Londas, Dragonstone? What's up? Thanks for being here, man. But you see what I'm saying? There's a lot of things going on with Star Wars, and I don't know. Deej, what is like the film that you're most excited about? Would you rather see like the Dawn of the Jedi, how it began, a Rey movie, or a Mandoverse movie where they're integrating with all the shows that we're seeing right now?
I'd rather see the Mandoverse one.
Mandoverse.
Yep.
Well, I haven't seen
Yes,
Mando,
Thomas.
so I would rather see like the Dawn of the Jedi stuff. That sounds kind of cool, I suppose. But don't most people hate Rey? Doesn't that seem like a bad idea to make a movie where she's anchoring another one?
Oh, well, they're just not that bright.
Yeah. No, I agree to like I know it looks like Kylo Ren, whatever, did the cosplay. That's not the one I'm most excited for. I'm actually more excited for. I think the Dave Filoni movie. He's never. My pushback on that is, he's never created his own movie. He's never had his own movie, but like he's done. He has some of the realm as far as like these series movies, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you know he's never done his own movie, but like the one I'm most excited for is actually the Origin of the Jedi. I think that would be cool to see. But then again, if they mess that up, Deej, that's pretty messed up. You know what I mean? That's like we have a lot of us like OG fans, so like we get really pissed. You know what I mean? It's just like that's the start of the Jedi, like biblical stuff there. So
And yes, as Thomas Potts wanted to point out, there is a Deej Warwick Ewok.
Goddamn furry.
Apparently, I am the father of Wicket.
See, I wouldn't mind a Dawn of the Jedi stuff because I'm not deep in the lore. So it probably wouldn't bother me. Obviously I wouldn't notice if they screwed things up. So if they just did like a exciting movie that was fun, then I probably wouldn't mind it. But I could see where it would piss off a lot of longtime fans, I suppose.
Yeah, what do you think about that, Deej? Like, as far as like if they did a like an origin story, as far as like where the Jedi began, because this is one of those things that everyone started innocent, and then when the Sith and Jedi split, is because the difference in ideology. So this is a very important film, and then the writer and producer is from Logan, which I love Logan.
I don't know.
Did you watch Logan though? Did you see
I
Logan?
watched Logan.
Yeah.
It wasn't a bad movie.
I
I
never saw it.
guess it probably would have been a little bit better if they'd explained more of what happened up to the point.
That's
But
true.
and don't you be dissing us April Tauruses, man.
Yeah, Orville Nation and Dragonstorm. Like there is the link is posted in the chat, so you guys can come on.
But that's why I think they're going to kill Picard off in the last episode. They'll kill
I'd be
the
okay with that.
synth. They'll kill the synth version off too because Patrick Stewart had his Professor X wiped out. I think he's going to do the same thing in this. He's going to die.
That'd be okay. Then he can't be in any more shows. That would make
Well,
it.
unless they do some stupid alternate thing and
That's true.
I have another guest coming up. And I have to do this. I know I have to do this properly, but I got so many
Okay.
damn things now. Here we go.
Have no fear, O'Reilly's here, and one Irishman is worth 10,000.
Mr. Riley. Lieutenant Uhura take over the station.
We have our Vulcan thug himself, Philip O'Reilly.
Hey, Phil.
Good evening. Did someone mention Picard? I think that's why I showed up.
I just threw it out there when I said that they were going to kill off Patrick Stewart at the end of.
I mean,
Don't worry,
they're
Phil. I
basically
like the show. I'm not like these haters.
haters gonna hate.
That's what I've been hearing, man. Like Picard has been more on point lately. Like a lot of like the people like I watch R&B and Neurotic and all them. They've been liking it. The later episodes. So
Yeah, season 3 is way better than 1 and 2.
I guess I'm just too nitpicky.
But I will admit these last 2 episodes are getting way too stretched out. And I'm worried that these last 2 episodes are going to feel rushed because I've got to hurry up and complete the story.
Yeah, we didn't get the whole gang back together until the end of episode 8. And you have 2 more episodes with them together. Hopefully they're together in the 2 episodes.
I went so far to tell Londas I'd rather watch Galactica 80.
yeah, I love how we see like Orville and Londas and Kai. They're all buddy, but they won't come on. We're waiting for you guys.
Orville was going to go to bed, but I think we got too interesting, and now he can't
Yeah,
go
we
to
got
sleep.
too interesting. Yeah.
Orville? What do you mean, PJ?
Yeah, no,
Peach-
PJ's my
Peach is in the
homie.
chat.
I'm just talking crap.
Oh,
That's what I'm
I
doing.
just saw him.
Trying to get them up here, but I know nothing about Star Trek, which sucks. These are the people making me want to watch Star Trek. So, yeah.
Hey,
He's in his pajamas.
I'm a fan of Star Wars too.
Whatever, PJ. I'm in my pajamas too, bro. Whatever.
I'm
So
naked.
I'm
Yeah.
not naked.
Uh-oh. Deesh is naked, by
He's
the way.
just naked in a
PJ,
weird
whatever.
furry costume.
Whatever, PJ.
Whatever.
Whatever. That's what shirt really says. But no. To be honest, I've always been like more of a Star Wars fan, but like people like PJ, Kai, Robert Meyer Burnett, and other people talking about, man, I'm like, man, maybe I should watch Star Wars, not Star Trek, because obviously it seems a little bit more Picard, because it seems a little bit more intriguing than Mandalorian. And even I'm saying, watching Mandalorian, this episode was my WTF moment. Like, to be honest,
It was bad.
I was like, I
oh
always
my
try
God.
to be like subjective as possible and not bring like any like political intrigue into it. But this episode was like one of those moments I was like, okay, maybe you should push back on that. And I went out like for thinking. And man, this like we're late in the game. We're on episode 6, and they're doing this stuff to the Mandalorian. Even I have to, push back. And I'm just like, what are they doing? What are they doing? So, you know what I mean? I don't know.
Hopefully, it's just one bad episode, and next episode's better.
Well, there's been other like questionable episodes, but like at least I had tried to give them like shots, right? Until like I see the whole full scope, because like there's some episodes like why are they doing this, but then there'll be payouts for later episodes, but then when we have 2 episodes left, right? It's just like, okay, I can forgive some things in earlier episodes. At least they may have payouts for it. But the problem is there's only 8 episodes for this. Like when we're looking at like Bad Batch, there's like 15 to 16. So you see what I'm saying? It's just like you gotta kind of judge it a little bit differently. I always try to give things a little bit more respect on it, but at this point in time, man, I'm just like, bro, there's only 2 more episodes left, and this Mandalorian has been compromised just to set up Ahsoka, and that's my issue. I could be wrong about that, but if Mandalorian has been compromised, it was the main show for Disney. Now it's just a side piece for Ahsoka. I have a lot of issues with that. So I don't know. I could
So
be
hey,
definitely
I'm
wrong with that.
wondering if well, first of all, is Star Wars doing like the season-long story arcs that like Star Trek is doing? And do you think that's maybe the problem with some of the series that are coming out now, that they're just not writing stories that are long enough to cover an entire season, and they're just forced to throw in a bunch of extra stuff to pad things out?
Well, part of it, I think you're part of it. That's right, but I think the issue now is the Mandalorian was like this Ferrari for the brand. This was the major IP show, and let's be honest here. Like when we saw Grogu go away from Luke, that was the perfect ending for the Mandalorian series. That was amazing ending. Now the fact that they're like rewriting history and that Kylo Ren doesn't kill Grogu, which essentially that's the destroying the Jedi Temple, man. It's just like everything's anticlimactic, and then we're seeing it in this brand, and it's just like Mando doesn't essentially have any arc anymore. He finished his arc, and Grogu seems like Grogu's only in there to be cute,
Right.
and that's it. And like Mando and Grogu are just like sidelined for Bo-Katan to be like the main character of Mandalorian, which I don't mind like a female character being a lead, whatever, but it's called the Mandalorian based on it was Din Djarin's character and Grogu, and now that I'm moving forward, I feel like the episode, like this season, feels very hollow to me. And someone that's been following it, and which I've liked it, and it just seems all one big setup for Ahsoka, right? And that's where my issue is, because they sacrificed this show for Ahsoka when this show never needed Ahsoka, and that's my kind of issue. And I don't know what I have else to say about this. It just the show feels hollow right now. There's no purpose for Mando. It's the Bo-Katan show, and I don't want to seem like I don't have any issue with a strong female lead, but it's called the Mandalorian, and I like the knowledge. I like the banter, the fact that Grogu could have been considered like Paz Vizsla or whatever. Like, Grogu could have been the new Mandalorian, right? And led the way.
Good night, Steven.
Like the prophecy, right? And or like the original story. And that's kind of my issue here. And I don't know if anyone else is reminiscent all that.
Hail, Cardinal.
I'm sorry. What's up,
You
Cardinal?
know, I will say this about The Mandalorian this season. I was extremely happy at one point, and then I got really depressed.
Why?
At one point, they actually started making Katie Sackhoff wear the helmet, so I didn't have to look at her face anymore. And then they turned around the next episode and let her take it back off. I was like, what the hell?
She's not too bad looking. Like,
No,
I can't
both.
decide if she's ugly or pretty. I can't decide.
Well, she's been in like Chronicle of Riddick, like in her earlier series. She's never had like her shine, right? But again, my issue is the fact that like they had this original story, but then the fact that they're trying to connect everything together, and they're negating the fact of Din Djarin's story and Grogu's story. Like they ended it perfectly with Grogu going with with Luke Skywalker, and then when they brought him back, essentially like undid all of that. That was such a great end when Luke Skywalker showed up. We all loved that scene when Luke Skywalker showed up. That was epic. It was epic. But then they were just like, oh no, none of that matters. None of that matters when we're moving this season. And that's what we're all kind of complaining about. And Din Djarin essentially has no like purpose. And then they're given Bo-Katan, she's the leader of Mandalore now, but like there's also this other element that like she could rule the Mythosaur, but one of them could have the dark saber. It's just at this point, just like, are they actually going to do that? But then the thing is, they also have to connect it to Ahsoka, which confiscates and ruins the story of Din Djarin, because it's neutered, because your story has to connect with this other story, which ruins your arc. You see what I'm saying? Because
Welcome
it's
to
connected
the dream,
universe,
Marios.
which this was always the main show. Now Ahsoka is the main show, so now Din Djarin is second. Do you see what I'm saying here?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I'm a little
sorry
worried.
for ranting here, but like Din Djarin and Grogu were always the main things, and now the fact that we're moving on this later series is they're only second characters. Their arc is ruined, and then at the time we know Thrawn's going to show up in Ahsoka, which is the big baddie, but this series is not going to end in Mandalore, which we thought like a big battle. The battle is going to end on Navarro 7. They're going to go back to Navarro 7. They're going to have the ship or whatever from like some of the other Mandalorian, which was painting out. Man, it's not about Din Djarin or anything that's about. It's about it's about Ahsoka. So essentially now Din Djarin is not a major character anymore, and Baby Yoda's the whole thing that what he stood for is minute at this point. So I could be wrong. It's just my rant. I'm gonna stop.
I'm worried Yosef's going to smack the shit out of us now.
I think so. I think he's coming up here to yell at me because I said I'd prefer to see Katie Sackhoff with a helmet on.
That's definitely one of those comments. So greetings from the future, everybody. And and the show definitely is in dire need of a bad Eastern European accent. So I just hang on.
Oh, sorry, my epic rant there.
Hi, Philip.
Now we're switching to James Bond because we have our Bond villain up here, folks.
So you're playing?
I see another villain. I see.
Yeah, we got a Vulcan thug and a Bond villain.
And you have
we're getting
Kylo Ren
outnumbered
in the
here, folks.
corner just trying to like calm down from his rant. I'm sorry.
No, it was like when I was listening to it, it was like so much hate toward the last episode of The Mandalorian, and I was like, I thought it was one of the two really good episodes of the season. The one was that one about that reformed guy from that one episode when they made him basically vegetable at the end. That was the one good episode, and then here was this one because it had at least some plot. Because the worst episode I think was the shortest one where they were saving the boy from that stupid bird. That was like what a filler in a series that is basically a filler.
Okay, he's got me there. The bird and the boy one was the worst episode this season so far.
Because I'm not saying it's a bad episode, but it's really the whole show is really like you are a player of a Star Wars game and you are playing everything but the main plot line. You are going after side quest after side quest after side quest, and nothing is happening. And I
See,
totally
that's what
agree
I was
that.
trying to get a point. Like it was side quest, man. Right?
Yeah. And the last one episode, there was at least something happening. Yeah, they found out that why the robots are basically malfunctioning. They then Sokatan got basically her tribe back at the end of the episode. So at least something was happening that was moving the plot to maybe some type of connection to what we saw previously in those episodes where we didn't have a Mando, So I really don't know.
And Shifty is here now to yell at me about the Katie Sackhoff comment.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, no, she's hot, dude. I mean, I don't know.
No, she's not hot.
It depends
She
the
is.
angle.
Have you ever seen Longmire? She's totally hot. I mean,
I was looking at pictures. Battlestar Galactica pictures. She looks good.
No,
Yeah.
Battlestar Galactica, she was the least hottest one on
That
there.
was 20 years ago, though, man.
Boomer was hotter than her.
God damn it.
Boomer.
And now I've upset Bunny Man because he doesn't like Asian women.
no, I mean,
women
Asian
are
characters, they're all terrible.
I don't know why you're putting this much effort in trying to figure out Mando this season when Favreau didn't, he didn't put forth much effort into it because where it is, him and Kennedy were at odds between this and Book of Boba Fett, and it shows. It really shows because there's so much off stuff about these last two seasons, and Pedro supposedly just walked off the set, and that's why it just looks like there's a stand-in for him right now. So.
He's honestly never on set. He's a glorified voice actor. He's never on set.
Well, supposedly he was there for the first two seasons. He was there, but not doing all of the he not doing the
You're
stunts
right.
and everything.
No, you're right about that. But like on the third season, he was like actually filming for The Last of Us. So
Okay.
yeah. No, you're right about that. You're right. You're definitely right about that. But like, the issue I've heard whatever that he is difficult to work with. But I don't think he's a bad actor, whatever. But there's element like let's admit when you're not there. We're not all actors, whatever. I don't claim to be actor, but like it doesn't make it awkward. Like if you're acting with Bo-Katan, Katie Sackhoff, right? It takes a place like when you're acting in front of a green screen and you're not there with an actor. You can't. It's a little bit harder to relate with someone, right? You know what I mean?
Well, see, this is the good thing, though. We actually have an actor on this stream right now, and he was in Picard this season.
Yep.
Yes, correct.
Bunny Man? Who?
No, Philip
Yes.
O'Reilly.
I was the Asian Bajoran.
Okay, so now we have two.
Wait, you were in
No.
Star Trek?
No,
Well, I was actually the plant in the background, so I'm just sorry.
No, we actually have the Vulcan thug up here with us right now.
Yeah, it's not just a cosplay thing. I played a Vulcan Thug in Picard Season 3, Episode 5.
And that's the actual makeup that you were wearing, yeah? What you had in your picture. Yeah.
I was just background, no lines, but yes, this is me
Right
from
there.
the show.
That's him right there in the show. And then Worf chopped his head off.
Yep.
Rest in peace.
Are
pieces.
Are Vulcan thugs logical? I mean, is that
according to our leader, Kryn? Yes, there's logic to it, but I've had debates over that.
I think it makes sense. I don't think it's that big of a deal, to be honest.
Just wait till next season.
Logical.
Next season, Phil shows up in Futurama with his head in a jar.
That'd be funny.
I don't know, Deej, what do you think about the Ray movie?
I don't want to think about it. I don't want to watch it.
It takes place 15 years, kind of in the future. So
I didn't like the character in the last sequel trilogy. I don't want to watch her.
I think you're gonna watch it anyways and hate watching it.
No, I won't watch it. That one I will not watch.
the Ray movie? Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
That might be good because I mean, Finn, he'll probably be a Jedi in that, and they'll definitely have Grogu in it. Because I mean,
that's what I've heard too.
Yeah, how can you not have Grogu in it? I mean, I'll go just see it for Grogu. I mean,
yeah, and us as YouTubers, these we're pressured into seeing this stuff. Unfortunately, right, bro?
I bucked that whole thing. If I don't want to watch it, I don't watch
man.
it. I haven't even watched the Bad Batch.
Oh no, no way.
The hell's the Bad Batch?
First season. Yeah, first season's pretty good. Second season's got issues, but
Bad Batch is another Star Wars series.
Okay, whatever, Deej.
I tell you what, if you haven't seen, Tim, have you seen the leaked teaser for the Acolyte?
Dude, I did not. I heard really good things about it.
My god.
Okay.
Oh my god! It's just like kung fu with Jedi. It's just
bro. The actor is from that hit series on Netflix, man. I'm trying to think of the actor's name. Is an Asian actor?
Squid Game.
Yeah. So yeah, man, I've heard really good things, and that's what I'm like, man. If they shoot that like that, I'm down for it. And I know we all hate Disney Star Wars. And I was trying to get Deej to talk about I think a film that Deej would like is Dawn of the Jedi because this begins in it's wrote by the writer of Logan, right? Deej, did you see Logan?
Yeah, Logan was okay.
Okay, so Dawn of the Jedi, bro, is written by the same people. So this takes place 25,000 years. In the past, right? The origin of the Jedi. Does that sound interesting to you? Deej?
I'm generally not a fan of prequels, but that one is really intriguing.
Yeah, this is by James Mangold, the guy that did Logan. He did Ford versus Ferrari, which was the best film of the year a couple of years back. At least I thought so. And he's doing the next Indiana Jones, which you may not be too hip over, but he's a solid director, and he's describing it as a biblical epic, describing just the origins of the Force and the Jedi and the Sith. So this is going to be something really new for Star Wars.
Yeah,
and see that I'm not interested in the indie movie because they can't get any better than Crystal Skull.
Yeah, but geez, what do you think about this is essentially the origin story to the Jedi, man, and we have the writer from Logan. Man.
Like I said earlier, I'd rather watch some kind of a Mandalorian movie than I would any of the rest.
I don't know if I want to watch a biblical Star Wars movie. That sounds kind of boring.
You're more interested in the Dave Filoni verse movie that they announced?
Yes, I'd rather watch that than I'd watch any of the others.
The only problem with that is Kathleen Kennedy said that's not going to happen for 7 years. So,
well, then I'll be dead by then, so it won't matter.
Yeah.
Deej, you're not, how
Yeah.
old are you, man? You're not gonna be dead. You're like 50, right?
I'll be 52 in 2 weeks.
Okay.
He's got heart issues, so
I've
You're
you
not
got
gonna be
heart
dead,
issues.
man.
I've got everything else going wrong
Well,
with
the
me.
bunny suit will keep you alive. So I don't know. I'm just trying to make a joke. I think I love you, man.
And as much as tornadoes have been coming through lately, that could get me too. So,
So
Are you
jealous.
in Florida, man, or
no,
Illinois.
Illinois? Oh, dude, I'm in Indiana. So what part of Illinois are you?
North of Peoria.
Okay, I'm Midwest, near Indianapolis. It's interesting. So I didn't know it was that hardcore, brother. That's interesting. Yeah, next time I would like, okay, I know there's like harsh lands there, so yeah, man.
Let's see. I've been watching Quantum Leap. Hate watching that one because they screwed that all over. But I do like Night Court. I do like Night Court.
Yeah. What do you think about like I don't know, do you watch Harry Potter?
No.
Oh, darn it.
Hell
Well, they
no.
announced a new Harry Potter series they're about to do, and I think it's pretty controversial. They're about to do like a full-on series for each book, and I'm a massive Harry Potter fan. I don't like it. So, I don't know.
That's literally one of those projects where I was like, why?
Yeah,
Well, I
man.
heard it could be good because they could add in all the stuff that they left out of the movies that are in the books.
Well, the thing is, my issue is that America's doing it. I feel like I would respect it more if it was overseas company doing it because they put their politics into a story that doesn't need to be that. And Harry Potter, like the books.
Have you been watching anything British?
Yeah, right.
It's nothing but politics in that shit.
J.K. Rowling's a nut job now, so I mean,
Ricky
if he
Gervais
had
shows are
anything
pretty
to do
good.
with it, it'd be
I
terrible.
think Ricky Gervais. I do like him, but
Afterlife, I think that's a good series.
I'm just saying, like, I don't know. I know the cliche answer is the books are always better. We hear that from everything, right? That's a universal thing. We're like, oh, the books are always better. So because you can only fit so much on screen. Let's be honest. You can only fit so much on screen. Like when you make a movie, you got 90 minutes to 2 hours, right? You can't fit everything on screen that worked in that. Like everyone always says, it's like the books are better, but then you can only translate so much, right? That's my defense towards that, right? So, when I watch the Harry Potter films, I think they still stand up today. I love the Harry Potter films. Obviously, I think a lot of those films, like 50% of the time, the films that we got, not all of them are great. So
I've only seen the last one. I haven't read the books because they're way too thick.
that's what she said.
Heck yeah.
I was joking there. So they give a comedy. So someone gives me a comedy, but like Prisoner in Azkaban, I loved. And there's other films like Half-Blood Prince was not my favorite, but I think it's decent. So like we can pick and choose the films that we don't like, but you know what I mean. The Harry Potter stuff they're doing, I don't think they should do. I'm also against it. But like The Witcher season 1, I love season 2. Nah. So I don't know.
I haven't watched that either.
You don't watch that either?
I don't watch a lot of TV or movies. You guys know way more than I do.
So, Tim, you gonna go to the movie theater here in 2 weeks?
What are we gonna see?
They got Return of the Jedi coming out in theaters.
Ooh. Actually,
40th.
Return of the Jedi is my favorite Star Wars movie of all time.
And that was the weakest of the original three.
Which I know that's why I like to defend it, because everyone's like, They like it's either because there's a big audience for prequel fans. It's either Revenge of the Sith, or the not the Jedi, Empire Strikes Back. Everyone's like Empire Strikes Back, but the Empire Strikes Back people absolutely hate when we go back on the planet, and they're just like, we hate these these little teddy bear people. We hate these teddy bear people, so this makes it a bad film. And I was like, to me, it was very Star Wars. And because there are ridiculous scenes in Star Wars, because if we go to Jabba's palace, man, we have like Twi'lek titties or Twi'lek people, and we have like just like weird blue people playing instruments. I'm just like, I don't know what you're talking about. So my favorite film of all time is Return of the Jedi for Star Wars. So I don't care what anyone else thinks. I know everyone loves Empire Strikes Back. It is a good film. It's very profound. But I like when Luke comes back, wearing all black and has a green saber like Yoda. Is a little bit more confident in himself. I like the transition and the growth from the character. So that's just me. So I respect
And-
everyone else's opinion, but I like that transition.
If you are a lucky person, not this Wednesday, but next Wednesday, IMAX is playing the last 2 episodes of Picard.
Certain cities. I saw
it's only
posts.
certain cities, so
I have to work that day also, so I can't go to LA. Darn it. But I'd be down to go. Is anyone willing to go? I mean, anyone gonna go?
I think the closest one to me is Chicago, and I'm not going to Chicago. Hell no.
I heard they're getting rid of Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice was voted out, and they got an even farther left person in.
I went to Philip. Like if we were talking about going to C2E2 Comic-Con, I would have went with you or whatever, or we could have met up because I went that 2 weeks ago. Man, it was dope. But no, we just hung out, went to Comic-Con or whatever. So
I only do the San Diego Comic-Con. It's the biggest one, anyways.
That's it's in LA or California.
San Diego.
Yeah, San Diego.
Kronos, on this panel right now, I'm the only one that saw the original Star Wars trilogy in theaters on the first run.
Damn.
I saw.
Yeah, I wasn't born yet, so I couldn't have.
I saw Return of the Jedi next year after it came out. 84.
I'm an actor. I can't say my age. Kronos, in my 30s.
I will admit I was around for Star Wars when it first came. I seen it in the theater.
When did the first one come out?
77.
Oh, that was 2 years before I was born. Wow.
So I have to list the cities that they're going to show Picard in: Phoenix, LA, San Francisco, Washington D.C., Orlando, Atlanta, Chicago, New York, Dallas, Fort Worth, Seattle.
See, I'm not going to Chicago. No.
Nowhere near me.
Plus, why would I want to go and sit in an IMAX theater when I can just lay back in my air mattress and watch it on TV?
Exactly.
We also have a special Q&A. That's a pre-recorded one, though.
Yeah. Which will be on YouTube or something within a day or two, so everybody can see it then. Bill, though, are you in the Marvels?
What?
Well, you were in Captain Marvel too. So I was wondering if you were in the Marvels.
No, I only worked on 2 Marvel projects. I worked on Captain Marvel and The Runaways. It's a
Very nice.
series. I haven't seen it.
They got it, I think, on on Disney or something. I think they got the Runaways on there.
Yeah, that was a freeform show.
Yeah, Deej, I know you don't normally talk about this stuff, and I would love to have you on to talk about this, but like you're always kind of neutral, right? So
No,
like,
I flat out say what I am on what I think, and usually nobody wants to listen to what I say.
okay, so I'll have you on soon, but like as far as like superhero stuff right now, what is your like biggest film that you actually like? You know what I mean? To be positive about something. What's you know?
Ghostbusters Afterlife.
That was yeah, I like the film.
I really liked Ghostbusters Afterlife.
That was a good movie. I saw that one.
It was okay.
I'm a little nervous about the sequel they're making to it, but
Did you like Top Gun?
never watched it.
The newest one you didn't watch?
Nope.
It was good. I really liked it.
That one was
Best movie
amazing.
of the year.
Yeah, definitely agree with that. Yeah.
No, the best movie of the year was Weird Al's Weird Story.
No. I'm a big Weird Al fan, and I hated it.
Yeah,
Why?
Potter isn't Weird Al. I mean, they should have just got Weird Al to play Weird Al.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
the whole point of it was supposed to be a parody of a documentary.
yeah, but I know, but Weird Al is such a known actor already, and he's got like his own ticks, and and Potter captured none of it. It's like he didn't even try.
Wasn't supposed to, because like Weird Al is this big tall dude. They picked a small short little guy to play him. That was part of the whole comic genius.
Just didn't work. Didn't work for me.
I agree. I'm a big Harry Potter fan. I'm a big Weird Al fan, and that was not it. I don't know.
And it was really nice that he re-recorded a lot of his old classic songs. Because if you get the soundtrack, it's got all the re-releases, and they were all redone.
Are they better or the same?
They actually sound a lot better.
Okay. Maybe I'd give that a listen. But I really hate. Can we do spoilers?
Yeah, I don't care. I do spoilers all the damn time on here.
Yeah, when they killed him off, it was before I think his career really took off for me, at least. Well, I'm a big fan of UHF and his '90s work, and like it's so weird. They killed him off in the '80s supposedly, yet he did that Coolio song or whatever, which is in the '90s. It just it's too much to criticize.
That was part of the whole funniness, though, of the mockumentary.
Yeah, I mean, you didn't actually believe the whole stuff with Madonna, did you?
Of course not.
Come on, it was funny that he wrote "Eat It" first, then Michael Jackson parodied it with "Beat It."
Yeah,
that was hilarious.
It was okay. It was.
It was a weird twist. Whatever, I'll let that pass.
And Dr. Demento sitting in his bathtub wouldn't leave. That was hilarious too.
What if somebody who didn't know Weird Al went in watching this? Like, what the hell would they think?
They would be confused as hell.
But then again, honestly, who's going to go watch a Weird Al movie that doesn't know Weird Al?
Maybe you want to take your kids to see it, if you have kids.
Well, it's on Hulu, so.
Okay, maybe watch it with your kids.
The Roku channel, excuse me.
Yeah, Roku.
The Roku channel.
Or a girlfriend or a boyfriend or whatever.
I was the biggest critic of it before I watched it, just because they had Harry Potter playing them. But then I watched the movie and I thought it was funny as hell.
All right, I'm glad you liked it.
They should have got the guy from Boardwalk Empire to play him. The guy that had like the half a face and had that mask, because he kind of looks like him in real life.
I'm not familiar with it, but I'll take your word for it. Almost anybody can do a better job, I think.
That's a great show. You need to watch.
Oh, Yitza's awake now too. What if you watched any?
You know, it's
historical-
almost 10 a.m. in our corner of the world. So
I know.
You still haven't slept, or you're just waking up?
that was a question to you, Deech, probably.
I took a short little nap.
To me.
You said it's 10 a.m.
10 a.m. 10 a.m. It's Europe, you know.
Yosef's
Yeah,
been
no,
up
yeah,
for
I get
hours.
it.
So
I'm asking if you're like, you
I
stayed up
slept.
all night.
No,
or did you go to
no.
sleep?
I'm actually working here. I'm sitting at my computer and working and chatting to you. I have a call in about 30 minutes, so I will have to drop before that. But otherwise, I slept the whole night. Got like 8 hours.
Hey,
of sleep.
Yitza's been awake since 9 o'clock.
Yeah, for me it's 1 a.m. here. I am going to go to sleep soon.
Yeah.
It's almost 3 a.m. and the only
it's
time
good.
zone that matters.
Yeah, Central Time Zone, 3 a.m.
Tornado Alley.
This is
Yeah,
the biggest problem that I'm actually having, because some of the business partners are as well based in California. So anytime I want to get an answer from them, it's really one business day lost because of those 9 hours that we are away from each other. So
They
Yeah, it is
finally
weird. Like I'm actually talking to a director. He's going to come to LA. He's from France, and we're communicating back and forth in hours until each other replies to each other.
Yeah.
You need to stop talking to Roman Polanski.
Ha.
Ooh.
I thought
Morning,
he
Jay.
passed away. He's still alive?
Yeah, he's alive.
He's hiding
I
out
think
in
he's
Europe.
Is he? I thought he actually got caught.
I thought he was still hiding out in Europe.
I think
don't know.
he's either in Poland or in Switzerland somewhere.
He's somewhere where he can't get extradited back. That was hilarious when Ricky Gervais went off on the old Hollywood crowd there on his last go around.
Yeah.
That was hilarious.
Old Tom Hanks' face all through that monologue. He was going to have a coronary.
Yeah. I thought
Mr.
Tom
Londell
Hanks was a
says
good
he's-
guy, but I guess Tom Hanks isn't.
Blondell says he's hiding out in France.
France.
So there you go, Philip. You're talking to a guy from France. It could be him.
Sure. No, I've actually met this director before, so it's not him.
Yeah, we know it's not him because he wouldn't be coming to LA.
It's gonna be a new Barney movie set in the hot tub.
And he is, by the way, 89 years old, Polanski.
Damn.
So at least Google says so.
How many people live longer than that? Like William Shatner's like 92, I think.
Yeah.
Wait, this director isn't Luc Besson, is it?
No, his name is. Oh, jeez. Alan did. Shoot. Sorry. If he's listening or watching somehow.
Alan Deschute. I'm not familiar with. I'm not familiar with Alan Deschute.
Where is that movie at? Let's see.
Bill, this is the most safest stream that you could possibly be on and not be caught by anybody from Hollywood.
His name is Alan Delabie, or Delabie.
Okay.
And yeah, he's a European actor, director. Well, no, he's not director. I'm sorry. He's a producer, writer, actor, and he has other people direct. I think he co-directs some of his stuff.
Actually, I take that back, Phil. Simone Bailey or Corin Nemec could tune in at any time, so there is that.
That's what she said.
But other than that, you're perfectly safe. So the FBI may be tuning in because I said keywords that they look for on Twitter yesterday.
Roman Pulaski.
No, I said red pill or stuff like that.
Chad.
No, I didn't say that one. I didn't say
just
Chad. But now you've just got us on the watch list even more. There we go.
Oops, put the wrong link. Damn it. Well, he's on there as the writer. Whoops, I'll delete it.
Oh, we've made it past 3 a.m. now. And so far, LGG is stayed asleep.
Oh, it's way too late for him, I think. He's a morning person.
LGG, what's here?
Oh, every once in a while, he'll wake up in the middle of the night and just look to see what's going on in case he's missing something.
Oh. LGG, we speak your name. We say it 3 times and he shows up.
There.
LGG, LGG, LGG.
Yes, I'm surprised Bird hasn't woke up for his nightly Deloja break.
Uh-oh. The plot thickens.
Bird will be up in about 2 hours.
But we know when Bird's waking up just for a Deloja break because he'll try to say hello in the chat and it's just a bunch of gibberish letters and then he disappears again. I still am impressed on Mama Pray today. And she made the comment that she heard Sissa Pray yell in the shower, and the first thing she thought of was me.
Oh.
I'm not sure if it is not a red flag, you know.
The towel video has made an impact on Mama Pray.
Well, you played it enough.
Well, she can't yell at me because I got permission to do it in the first place from Sissa Pray. No, Kronos, Beetlejuice. We don't want the ex-mayor of Chicago in here, so stop the Beetlejuice chants.
Well, I'm going to go to bed.
All right, you go to bed, Phil.
Good night.
Good night.
Have some good rest. Take care. Bye.
Thank you.
He'll be up in 6 hours.
Maybe.
Good night.
6 hours.
Well, I have streamed at 6, 7 o'clock in the morning, and Phil's woke up for some reason, so. No, Phil, Kronos, Phil, not Bill. So I'm surprised Bill's not around because it is the middle of the night and he's usually not sleeping either. We're here to keep the insomniacs or the Europeans.
Yeah, exactly.
Entertained.
Bill's in the middle of the desert. He's probably got UFOs flying around or something.
And Jay is here now.
Hey, Jay.
Hey. Good morning,
Hello.
everyone.
What up? What up?
I say good morning because after my aid worker left, we ate this big pizza of a certain brand, and it's huge. And
That's what she said.
I only ate 4 pizzas, and I was so tired. I went to bed at 2 p.m. and didn't wake up until midnight this morning.
I've had days like that.
Shoot, I won't
That kind of
sleep
lazy.
anymore tonight.
With that kind of laziness, you'll never be a champion, Jay.
What are you talking about? I've whooped your ass so many times. I need to go back and find out how many times I've won and write it down.
You're just lucky I can't remember episode titles or episode plots or characters or any of the other stuff, or I'd win, damn it.
I've been going back with episodes, but now John is doing what was that thing that he was doing that really got me? It was not directors. I can't remember. That's what happened Saturday. One of the categories was memory loss, and I said, "Why did you make a title about me?"
Star Trek Kronos. What? On Jeopardy.
Where I'm undefeated for 95
Jeopardy.
years.
One of the greatest Star Trek games there is, Jeopardy.
I just come up there and play for comic relief because as long as I can stay in positive numbers, I'm happy.
Now, you did pretty good. You stayed in, like you said, positive. If you can stay in positive numbers, you're great.
That's because I was passing on everything. Just, pass.
That's how
pass.
I was the first round. Did you see my score? It was like only in the hundreds. And then someone, because they think it's an absolute, you have to bet it all where you don't. Jeopardy does not do that. You can bet nothing and then all the way up if you want. But my strategy is to not bet if you don't know anything about that title.
You have to bet it all.
I'm waiting for the show when I get on where both of them bet everything, and then I sit there with 100 points and bet 0 and win.
I did do that.
I expect better of you.
I did do that a couple of weeks ago. I bet it all. Only because I wanted Tokyo to win. Because he hasn't won that much.
See, behind the scenes collusion. I told you it's a conspiracy, and you're...
No, it's not a conspiracy. I would have done that to you.
I highly doubt
it. If you wouldn't bet at all.
I have to.
If you wouldn't bet at all, I would do that for you to see if you could win. I'm with that with anyone.
Good night, Tim.
Because I've won so much. So I would
all the help I
bet it all,
giving you the answer,
and lose so you could have a win.
I've never lost. What are you talking about?
Oh my God! How many times have you lost? Let me count the ways.
Hey, Deej. Good night, man. Thanks for letting me on. I love you.
Good night,
like
Tim.
Kid loves cake. Take it easy, man.
Good night.
Good
Take
night.
care. Bye.
Good night.
All right, so I'm going to give Thomas Potts a prop here when he can call me a cheater. When we're doing Jackbox, some of those games that we play, I purposely vote for the worst answers so people can't outscore me.
Whatever it takes to win, Deej.
That's called strategy, though. That's not cheating. That's strategy.
Except for when you bet 0. That's the coward's path.
No, that's strategy, dude.
Unfortunately, I've fallen in.
It's the main round that counts, and Final Jeopardy is just the remedial round.
It's just a bonus.
It doesn't count.
Yeah.
Object is to
Counts
dominate
if you
the
win,
board
and it counts if you lose.
and strike fear in your competitors. and
I'm
destroy their
afraid of
soul.
nothing except the Lord's wrath.
It doesn't matter if you win Final Jeopardy because Jeff never sends the prizes he promises anyway. I'm still waiting for my computer and my
There's no
PS5.
prizes. You know this.
Well, at least you
Not
weren't
what he
like.
says.
At least you weren't like Bird and get a 3D print of a tiny little PS5.
I would love it if they had a prize for a computer. Then I could do the what's that, Cosmo Buzz or something that Jeff calls it.
It's rigged. You don't want to go back there.
It's nothing is rigged. It's just dang good hard questions. John is very good at coming up with some hard questions.
Yeah. Name the episode of season 7 Voyager.
Oh God.
Easy.
No, it's not.
Around.
Out of
Not
all
unless
the
you watch
original
Voyager
series,
all the time.
out of everything from TOS to Enterprise, Voyager is the one I've watched the least.
Well, Enterprise isn't really canon.
That's right. Enterprise is shit.
I love
I didn't
Enterprise.
say that, Jeff. I didn't say that, Jeff.
You shut your fat Enterprise D's mouth.
I love the big D. You leave it alone.
I know you love the big
That
D.
Fat D is.
Speaking of being fat, I am fat. I'm proud to be fat. Well,
Me
the
too.
thing is, I was born fat and never got over it, I guess.
They clearly made that chip for the ladies because everyone loves a fat D.
Well, I'm not a woman, and I love the fat D. I love the Enterprise D.
That's right.
It's a hotel in space. As Captain, who was the captain of the Hood? Captain, oh God, I can't remember his name right now. But the captain of the Hood told Riker, "Hey, Will, how you like that big hotel in space?"
It's disrespectful. It's not a hotel. It's a giant space station in space.
That bridge is like a hotel lobby.
Wow. Can't believe you would disparage the Enterprise D like that.
No, I'm not. I love the Enterprise D. I didn't like the refit in Generations. I know why they did it. But I wish they had just kept the Enterprise D the way it was.
The extra stations made it look like a real ship.
Why make multiple stations of the same station that is in the very back?
Because they needed the extra stations for the war with the Dominion.
They didn't really need backup stations when there's so many backup on that one station. They got 3 backups. There's no way that, like, that Cardassian woman told Brian, "Why do you need a 3rd backup?"
Because it's safer that way.
Yeah, you got 3 backups on that one station, so why do you need 2 or 3 extra stations of that same station?
Super
It doesn't
redundant.
make any sense.
See, now the NX-01 was the perfect layout.
Oh my God, that was a shit bridge.
They had 4 science stations on that refit Enterprise D for the movie Generations. You didn't need that many.
It was sweet.
You just needed Science 1 and Science 2.
They didn't say there were science stations. They could be tactical stations too.
There was one on one side and one on the other that side science station.
The Enterprise bridge on the NX-01 was just a cheap copy of the Defiant. They just turned the consoles the other way so they didn't face the wall anymore.
I believe that. Yeah.
Well, I will give it this prop. I'll give it this prop. At least we never saw a magical door appear from behind the view screen to eject out people.
Fine.
And they shouldn't have had a ready room on the NX-01 when Kirk didn't have a ready room. They didn't come up with ready room an office for the captain until TNG. That hurt canon right there.
By the way, Deej, in Nemesis, basically the same thing happened. There was no view screen.
Yeah,
on
but they
the-
had to
on-
take
on the
torpedoes to the face to have that blown out, not just open a door. That makes zero
But
sense.
but
to have
it makes sense having this type of doors.
an evacuation
on the
door
bridge.
on the bridge. Where are they evacuating to? Just out into space? That makes zero sense.
That was stupid. In First Contact, there was a airlock door outside of the bridge, right beside the bridge. That's
It's like
where the thing should have opened, and it could have. If you open a door in space, it's going to suck you out. So it doesn't matter where it is. It's going to suck you out.
Actually, it's going to blow you out, not suck.
Well, suck, blow. Thank you, Data.
And exactly in that episode, it happened on the Silkovsky.
Yeah, but
That's
they had
what
a
we're talking
small
about.
hatch. They didn't just open up a giant door in front of the entire in front of the entire bridge.
They could have opened that window up above and blown them out, sucked them out, whatever.
That would be
Way
actually
out.
good through basically if they went out through the roof.
True.
That
That
would
would
be
make more
better.
sense. But still, that would not even make sense because what do you mean? It's an evacuation door. I mean, where they? Oh my God, we have a warp core breach. We're all gonna die. We need to
It
evacuate.
should have been right
Everything
next
just
to the
stays
view
so
screen
fast.
instead of making the view screen part because you just destroyed the view screen.
And there was
by
clearly no
separating.
door separation there. It was a magical blue line that sliced it in half for some reason.
It was just stupid.
They just wanted it so she would shoot out the front, freeze, and then slam into her ship and fall into a
Now
bunch
I
of
can
pieces.
understand that they couldn't shapeshift into like the creature like Laws did because their anatomy is changed due to the Section 31 experiments. Now I
True.
can understand that.
I can accept that, but what I can't accept is that she flash freezes the second she leaves the ship for some reason. That wouldn't happen in the first place.
No,
and then she shatters
NASA,
against her own ship, which is ridiculous too. She was like barely moving.
You can freeze immediately if you opened your glove, I'd say compartment or whatever, on a regular NASA spacesuit. If you open that thing, your hand is going to freeze immediately.
No,
because
it would take
yes,
time.
it is because of the.
Well, they debunked that.
No, no.
Hold on, I'm gonna Google this shit.
I guarantee you wouldn't flash freeze the second
Because remember the movie
Yeah, it's a
Mission
movie,
to
it's not
Mars
real
or whatever it was called, where the man opens his helmet and he froze practically
that's a
within
movie.
seconds. Well, NASA said they were they had a NASA person on the movie, and they asked the person, "How long do you think it would freeze somebody if they took the helmet?" And he said instantly.
That NASA person clearly failed science class. And
By the way, yeah, but with the freezing, that's a typical trope for Star Trek and many other movies. So
I
I
know.
don't.
I'm just saying that
Here's the answer.
Here's
I give them the benefit of doubt.
It is hundreds of degrees cold in space.
Okay, this is what I just looked up. It says you will pass out after 15 seconds. 90 seconds after exposure, you'll die from asphyxiation. It's also very cold in space. You'll eventually freeze solid. Depending on where you are in space, this will take 12 to 26 hours.
Haha. Vindicated.
Yeah.
But if
Yeah,
you're
that's-
close to a star, you'll burn to a crisp instead.
Exactly.
I don't think it's going to take hours for you to freeze.
That's
really
why
don't.
To freeze solid.
That's why
That's
Princess
the
Leia
freeze
didn't freeze. That's why Princess Leia didn't freeze when she got sucked out of that ship.
Yeah, and by the way, I know Discovery is not a very popular show, but they did the same freezing thing in the Mirror Universe when they were beaming basically the crew member that were sentenced to death
I
basically
know.
into space, and they froze instantly
I
there as
know.
well.
I mean, I think it's
And
done in every movie.
Doctor Who had River Song get tossed out in an airlock, and she survived long enough to make it over to the TARDIS.
I would
It
say
was
they would freeze instantly within about a minute, minute and a half.
No way.
So I agree that the uh, Vatic wouldn't have froze that quickly, but I think it would take at least a minute, minute and a half, maybe two, going so far as 2 minutes, yeah, about 2 minutes, and you would freeze because it is very cold in space.
It's very cold, but but heat. There's nothing to transfer heat. You
Yeah,
have to
the heat
radiate it out.
doesn't escape because there's no medium, and there is one thing basically, and this is why all the astronauts that were on the moon had to have basically heating and cooling in their suits built in,
Yeah.
pretty much for the same reason, because when the sun is shining on your back, you are getting the full temperature coming from the sun, so extreme
Yes.
plus temperatures. And on the other side of the suit that is in the shadow, you get the extreme cold. So basically
Yeah.
you have both states uh,
I agree with that.
impacting your body. Yeah, that's the thing.
And
It
that's
was
why
a
they have
good thing.
radiators
It
on
just seems
spacecraft because I mean,
impossible.
if it was always super cold, the spacecraft would be super cold immediately too. And they have to have radiators because there's no air to transfer the heat away from the spaceship, and things would start overheating if they didn't have that. That didn't make sense. You know what I'm saying?
No, the scene didn't
I'm
make
still
sense.
kind of drunk.
I agree with you on that. But
This is one of the reasons why it is very hard to set fire in space in weightlessness.
Right.
there's no
Because
oxygen in space, so how can?
I mean if you are in a space station and
Oh
you
yeah,
light a candle where you have oxygen there, but you don't have gravity. So what is happening basically? The oxygen around the flame burns out, and there is no up or down. So the hot air doesn't know where to go, and the cold air doesn't have a and the basically new oxygen doesn't have a way to come back to the flame.
Truth.
well, I don't know how they do their experiments in the International Space Station because one of the astronauts said that she had a Bunsen burner and that's flaming.
Because there is propulsion to that flame
Yeah.
uh,
Mm.
when you have
Constant gas
something
flow.
like a burner.
Kind of like if you fart in space, it gets propelled.
Oh yes.
Hell, I
like
could travel in space with all the gas I have.
Couple burritos and you're bouncing all over inside that sucker.
Dang right.
While killing everybody around you.
There
No,
you go.
because technically there's no gravity for it to fan out, so it would just stay in a straight line. You'd have
Yeah,
to walk through it.
but just imagine that you are floating in your space station, not knowing that there is a bubble of
Well, that's true.
toxic methane, and you just breathe it in, and
You remember the movie Down Periscope where the man farts and it goes all through the submarine so fast?
oh yes.
Somebody find him and sew his ass shut as one of the drivers on the submarine set.
In space, no one can hear you fart.
Then I'm safe then.
That's right. You can go back to the old saying, "Whoever smelled it dealt it."
Yeah.
They can't pin a sound to
What
you.
was it Kelsey Grammer said after the other submarine left? Find what's his name and throw him out.
Guys, I need to drop because I have a
Phone
business
call.
call in 3 minutes. If you are in 30 minutes still online, I will be back.
I don't know how long I'm going to be able to last. I'm starting to wear down, but we'll see how long I
I
can
understand. Okay, so thank you very much for having me on the panel, and take care, everybody. Bye.
See you later.
Bye.
I am not ignoring Kronos. I'm just trying to go as long as I can so Bunnyman doesn't have to make another stream up where he's playing games.
That's right. Right.
What games do you play?
Anything.
Anything?
I play all the games.
You have a PS4 and all that?
I just play on the computer now. I do have a PS4, but it's not hooked up anymore. And almost everything is on PC now too.
Yeah.
It's just easier to use the one thing, and then it's also easier to like stream games from the computer than it is through the PS4.
Well, my doctor told me to download word search and crossword puzzles to try to help slow down my memory loss.
I have that stuff on my phone. I play like those word games. It's like the only games I have on my phone.
Because I take something like Aricept for Alzheimer's. Because it's in my family. My grandfather had it. My mother had it. So.
Damn, that's what I should have done. I should have asked Joseph what the Wordle word was today so I could
get it in one.
No, I love coming up with weird sayings that does it just to annoy LTG.
Oh.
My aid worker does that Wordle. It's such a hard game for her, she said.
I played it a few times. There's another like clone. There's a clone of Wordle that you can get.
I can't come up with
like set like the word length or whatever that you want. So it can be like between 3 letters and I think like 8 letters is like the maximum or something.
Shoot, Wheel of Fortune is hard for me. I downloaded Wheel of Fortune, tried to play, and forget it.
I used to make money off of Wheel of Fortune.
That's a fun game.
When I was young, I was a bartender. I was the nighttime bartender, and people would come in to drink, and they'd want to watch Wheel of Fortune. Well, I had a satellite dish, and I would see the episodes 12 hours in advance when they were beaming them to all the affiliate stations. So I would know all the answers when I went in that night.
I liked it when you won a round, you got to buy prizes. That was back in the late 70s, early 80s with Chuck Woolery. I like that. Of course, I liked him in Scrabble. Now, Scrabble I could do, the game show, but not the Scrabble board. It's so hard to come up with a word.
Yes, I could mix a gin and tonic, Kronos. I even had one customer that would come in and make him a martini.
I've never had a martini.
Nasty.
Yeah,
when I used to drink, I drank mostly whiskey, bourbon, or brandy. I loved E&J brandy.
Oh, Yitza has the word.
Are you just never gonna find it?
Gonna give you up, never gonna let you down. we can rickroll LDG with it.
I do a trivia game every morning. I don't play the regular game. I just do the daily trivia question.
How was
2
that?
questions. I do that.
And Kronos, technically, I'm not a mixologist because I worked at a little town bar, and most people just came in for beer, or shots, or 7 and 7s, rum and cokes, stuff like that. Easy. That nobody was drinking all those highfalutin weird ass drinks.
Shoot, we used to have a lot of bars here in Bastrop, but now there's hardly any nightclubs or bars anymore. The only way you're going to get served liquor is our Mexican restaurant, our pizza restaurant, and the American Legion. That's it.
Before I could drink, the town I'm living in right now, 13,000 people, there was 42 bars in this town at one point.
Wow.
Now it's down to about 18.
I don't know if we even have a bar. We used to have bars right down 165, but now I think they're all closed.
Kronos asks, what would those be? Like a Tom Collins or some shit like that. I wouldn't know how to make any of that shit.
When I drank with friends, it was in another town called Monroe or West Monroe, and that's the only time I drank. I didn't go to a bar here in Bastrop.
Monroe, West Monroe, Duck Dynasty.
Exactly.
I miss that show.
I've been to the Duck Dynasty store. Yeah.
I always wanted to go hang out with Uncle Si.
Oh yeah, he was fun. I wonder if he's still alive.
Yeah, he's still alive.
He's still alive.
He put out a hell of a version of You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch.
Oh, okay. Every now and then when they post a video on Blaze TV, the dad, can't remember his name.
Phil.
Phil. Yeah, Phil. Phil and his son Jace, and the one who is a preacher. They do a video every now and then of their religious show, and I watch it.
The beardless one.
Yeah, he used to have a beard, but I guess his wife didn't like it anymore. Yeah.
Yeah, I used to watch
They're
Duck
nice
Dynasty all the
people.
time.
You go up to them, and they are nice. They are very nice.
I used to listen to Mountain Man's radio show.
Mountain Man is friends with my niece's ex father-in-law, and he has been around Mountain Man so much that he almost talks like Mountain Man. And I've met him. I've had I'd go to a Christmas morning to watch my great nephew open up his presents, and sometimes he would be there. And man, he talks so slow and everything, but he's a nice man. He's a nice man.
He'd throw the link out on Facebook so people that weren't in the area could actually tune in and listen
Well,
to
I
his
meant
radio
her
show.
father-in-law. Her father-in-law talks like Mountain Man, and he's a nice man. I've never met Mountain Man, but I think Mountain Man is in air conditioning. repairs and stuff, installations. I could
That
be
would be
wrong.
that would be boring as hell making duck calls all day though.
Well, with the show, I don't see how they ever made enough duck calls to fill all their orders, but
Well, that's because it was a separate room. They just put them in to goof around, and the real workers were
yes,
off in another room doing the
I
actual
believe that
labor.
too. We weren't given the whole tour. A tour or anything. We just went in there to buy some duck calls. My
And I
friend,
think when they did the shots of the warehouse scene, that was on weekends when they were closed.
yeah. Someone told me that they also built a different thing like a studio for that show later on.
It wouldn't surprise me.
But,
It did get
my
popular there for
preacher,
a while.
my late pastor brother Sanson, he knew them. He'd been to that place where I was telling you about where they filmed mostly, and he told me a lot about them because he knew them. He lived in the same town as where the sporting good thing is, Duck Commander and Deer Commander is. He lives very close to it. He used to live very close to it. My pastor's gone now. He died of COVID. He took a shot, the first shot, and within, I think it was close to 48 hours, he had to be put in the hospital, and they put him on a respirator. And he started feeling better. They took him off the respirator. Within 30 minutes, he had to be put back on the respirator, and he died. And that's when I decided not to get the shots. Well, my doctor even told me not to get the shot.
I'm not a doctor, YouTubes. Don't yell at me.
No, we're not trying to get you turned off YouTube. I have nothing bad about the shots or anything. It's just my doctor told me not to take it.
I regret taking it, but
no, my sister and my family, other part of the family, they've taken it and nothing's happened to them. So
I've had some complications, but I don't want to get Deej in trouble.
No.
Yeah, because YouTube still hates us talking about that shit.
Yeah.
Even though I just seen that Joe Biden signed the thing to end the emergency.
Yeah.
Do you see what they're trying to push now? They want to push it to where people can sue the gun companies now whenever those are.
Yeah, that's just. I'm sorry. I hope you don't get thrown off, but guns don't kill people. People kill people.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter if they have. It doesn't matter if they have a gun, a knife, or what. If they want to kill somebody, they're going to kill somebody.
I made the remark. What's next? We're going to sue the car companies whenever somebody gets in a crash or something. That was because they were stupid and drunk or something.
Yep.
We're going to sue this and that. That's their only recourse now is to hope to pass something to where they can sue these companies under.
Sue. That's all anybody wants to do. It's crazy.
Where you should stick with the LDG thing and just ask for a refund.
Well, if you want to get thrown off YouTube, just talk about that. I had a friend that talked about the LGBTQ and all the other letters, and he got thrown off. And he wasn't saying anything bad about it.
No,
That's the thing.
you just gotta mention the letters, and YouTube's
Yeah,
already
it's stupid.
they're already scanning you. Just make sure you see what you
And
did.
I hate all the commercials on YouTube. I have, even if it's like 12 seconds, you got to watch 30 seconds of commercials and there's no skip button. Can't stand these ads.
I have premium. I don't see ads.
If I had the money, I'd do it.
Some of us are poor.
Yes, very poor.
You just gotta sell your blood and semen, Deej.
I can't. I'm a diabetic that's on tons of heart medications. They won't let me sell none of that no more.
I was told never to give blood because of complications and stuff.
I used to do the whole plasma thing. Made good money going in for the plasma.
Heck yeah.
But then I had all the complications with health issues, and they would no longer touch me.
You also get free cookies and free orange juice.
They didn't give us cookies or orange juice. They just hooked us up.
You got screwed.
Oh dear God, you got to have something to replenish.
We got to watch unlimited episodes of Family Guy.
Oh, I used to love Family Guy.
I never watched that show.
My favorite Family Guy skit is early on, the first couple of seasons of Family Guy. I think it was the first or second season. Peter, Brian, and someone else is at the golf course, and he said, "I did all this to get Lois off my back so I could play some golf. So let's rip it and grip it and rip it." And he hits the golf ball, goes to a scene to a tax broker or whatever on the golf course thing, take all your monies out of T-bills and put it into, and he gets hit by the golf ball, and he says, "Waffles, tasty waffles with lots of syrup." And everywhere around the world, stock markets are going, "Waffles, waffle, waffle, waffle." I love that.
Now I want some waffles. Some bitch.
Deej wants the blue variety.
No, I don't want the blue waffles.
No.
I would say blueberry waffles, yes, but not the blue waffles. No.
Buttermilk biscuits. Shoot, buttermilk waffles is what I like from Eggo. I love the frozen ones. Just pop it in the toaster and you're ready.
Yeah, I get those thick, fat Belgian waffles. Those are the best.
I don't like the Belgian waffles.
Used to make
when I go to our diner called Huddle House, I never get any waffles or pancakes. It's got to be the Philly cheesesteak omelet. That is the best. Oh God, it's the best.
Sounds delicious.
It's just like, what? That Belgium.
That's right. It's the best thing to come out of Belgium is those fat waffles.
Mm-hmm.
And watch, they really came from France or something.
Germany or something, yeah. Holland. Yep.
Uh-oh. Yes, it says them be fighting words right there.
We apologize for anybody who was uncomfortable about that or any conversation.
Yes, Joseph. We are talking about the American abomination.
Not me. I'm Belgium all the way.
Fun fact, you can go around Belgium, France, and that, and if a restaurant has a horse head on the outside, that's what meat you'll get there.
Yeah.
You get horse meat.
Tasty horses.
I was watching a video about old jazz players back in the, I think it's 20s or 30s, at these nightclubs. And when they get off work, they go to these cafes and they'd order fried chicken and waffles. That is nasty.
No, it's
Mixing
not.
them two.
No, that's
Mixing
good
them
stuff.
two? Oh God.
Good stuff right there. I tell you what.
And Yosef just said horse steaks are amazing.
That's right.
You don't ever put no syrup on your chicken. That's good stuff.
Oh God, no. That sounds
I
like
don't
what
like
my
the whole
mother used
sweet
to
and
do.
savory
She'd
mix.
make biscuits and she'd pour honey and butter on it, and oh God.
What? Honey and butter is great on biscuits. What?
And butter, fine, but not honey.
Oh my God.
Syrup. Ugh. God.
Yeah.
I only put syrup on pancakes or waffles, not biscuits.
Yeah, I know people that will get a big thing of syrup just to dip their damn sausage in and everything else.
Yeah.
You put
My
syrup
daddy
on
was
it.
like that. My daddy was
Weirdos.
like that. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Me, I want some biscuits and gravy, damn it, with some eggs,
There you
hash
go.
browns.
White milk gravy. There you go.
Ugh.
I
White
just
gravy rolls.
I usually just go to the cafes to get a cup of coffee every morning. I'd
Kronos
rather
wants sawmill gravy.
yes. Oh Lord.
Now I want sausage gravy, but I want pepper gravy with it too.
They add pepper to the white milk gravy at the cafe that I go to. Pour it
then I'll
all
take
over
the
that biscuits and sausage. Oh God.
Now I get an extra little bowl of the gravy just so I can throw my hash browns, my eggs, my sausage, all that on top and just smother it all and eat it all at
Shoot,
once.
I tell them to pour the white milk gravy on everything. The Philly cheesesteak omelet, the hash browns, the biscuits, everything. Only costs like 30 something cents extra for each of them. I said, I don't care, put it on there.
Joseph says, I'm not dipping sausage in syrup.
Me neither, man. That's weird.
I don't.
It
dip
is
it in
weird to
syrup
me,
either.
but my daddy used to do that all the time.
You can just get maple flavored sausage.
Yeah, you can. They make that.
Question is, though, Joseph, if the missus wanted to dip a little syrup on your sausage, would you do it?
You also would be in a vat of maple syrup in a heartbeat.
Everything's going to be sticky anyway, so might as well.
Kronos don't like syrup for breakfast. Kronos wants some malto meal.
Oh my God, are you kidding me? That tastes like vomit.
I had an aid worker that would open up a bag of Lay's regular potato chips and pour syrup all over it. And I'm going like, why?
I couldn't figure out the damn people that would pour ketchup on potato chips.
Yeah, ick. What the hell?
That's nasty.
They even make like ketchup flavored ones. It's disgusting.
They also make syrup flavored ones.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
why would you eat that?
They do.
Ugh.
Now they're
They
coming
make-
out with dill pickled potato chips. Oh,
No. The most I'll go is maybe the sour cream and onion or the barbecue chips.
Yeah.
But no, I don't want no damn ketchup on my potato chips. I don't want no damn syrup on my potato chips.
They also had sausage gravy potato chips at one time.
No.
Yeah, they did.
No.
It was nasty.
No, that's gross.
Vinegar
is.
potato
It is.
chips are an abomination. They should not exist.
And we have seen the ketchup potato chips because Alexander, when he was showing up, would have a bag of those damn things.
Yeah, it's insane.
I like mixing the sour cream and onion with the barbecued potato chips. It's good.
Now, I will take the Bunny Man's going to think this is gross, but I will take my potato chips and dip it into cottage cheese.
Oh God,
And eat it that way.
Cheese is good though.
I don't.
I might be okay with that.
Not a huge
Cottage
fan of
cheese.
cottage cheese.
Oh shit! I'll sit down and eat the whole damn container in one sitting.
Unless I got some tomato cut up. I mean, that's the only way I'll eat cottage
Tomatoes
cheese.
are gross.
Oh, you put pepper on your cottage cheese.
You're one of those people who don't like tomatoes. Tomatoes are awesome.
Raw tomatoes are disgusting. I hate the yucky.
The only way I'll
inside.
eat tomatoes is if it's in soup or chili or spaghetti. But with the spaghetti sauce, but not by itself. Oh God, no! I take the tomatoes off burgers.
But yeah, I love tomatoes. I can eat those little cherry tomatoes. I can eat like tons of those.
Oh my God!
No. That's
my
it.
My daddy grew a tomato garden. My daddy grew a tomato garden, and he'd pick a tomato and just wipe it off and just eat it raw.
Yeah. Tomatoes are great.
Yeah.
They're big here in Virginia. I mean, that's everybody's big on tomatoes.
He would make him some scrambled eggs, put it on a plate, cut up some tomatoes, get a piece of bread, and sop it up.
Yep.
God.
Yep. You cut up the tomatoes, some onion, pepper, throw that all in an omelet there. That's good stuff.
No.
Next, you're going to tell me that some females use a cucumber as a sex toy.
Yes.
Well, yeah, I know that from personal experience.
Shit's
English cucumbers are better than regular cucumbers.
That's right. They're ribbed for her pleasure.
God.
English cucumbers don't make you burp.
I wouldn't
Kronos loves tomatoes, but he hates cottage cheese.
Why? Cheese is delicious, even if it is a cottage variety.
Cottage cheese is great. You just put some pepper on it. Good.
Don't they use cottage cheese on lasagna?
Yep, cottage cheese.
That's the only way I can.
That's the cheap lasagna. It's ricotta if you want the good stuff.
Oh, ricotta. Okay, that. I'll eat Stover's lasagna, but I don't know what they use. But it's good.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I get Stouffer's lasagna too, but I haven't seen either in it for a long time.
It's getting too damn expensive to buy anymore.
Yeah, it's $10 for the family size now. Those things used to be half that price.
Shit.
Ours,
you're getting them cheap then.
$16 for the huge one.
Yeah, that's like $16 for the family size around here.
Yeah.
Well, that's the party size, the great big one.
Not that big, because I can eat the whole damn thing by myself.
Oh my God.
Now you're talking about the. Are you talking about the big one?
Yeah,
the big one. I can sit there and eat the whole damn thing.
Whole thing. Oh shoot! Yeah. I made a huge pot of spaghetti once, and I ate the whole thing in one setting. And my aide worker took me to the doctor the next day, and he said it was something in the spaghetti that your body was craving.
I had this girlfriend years ago. She would make a huge, like, cake pan size lasagnas. She'd have to make 3 of them because one of them I'd eat on my own.
Oh my God, dude.
And she would turn around and also, like, if I wanted a cheeseburger, she would make me 2-pound cheeseburgers.
Jesus.
Oh, wow. I love a huge cheeseburger.
I tell you what, Stouffer's
pounds. That's way too much meat, man.
Stouffer's, they make them those chicken broccoli cheese casseroles. They're really good.
Oh, I hate broccoli.
Oh God, dang it, it's good.
I'd eat that 2-pound cheeseburger and a ton of fries.
I hate asparagus.
I don't like it either. Asparagus.
what's that other thing? Brussels sprouts. Can't stand them.
Oh God.
Love them, but they don't like my stomach. So
All right, I'm gonna say a vegetable that I love that most people are gonna sit there and yell at me probably about. I love lima beans.
What?
Oh, I do too.
I like them, but
Especially if you put some bacon in it.
you can't really buy the canned lima beans here.
That one's
Oh,
funny,
you can
Yosef.
here, son.
That is funny, Yosef. And then Deej is surprised he's collecting heart attacks more than Cinnabun Pokemon cards.
Oh shit!
I can barely find lima beans in a can because it sells so fast.
I like those butter beans, those great big ones.
Yes. Butter beans and lima beans. Put them together. Oh God, yes.
And Yosef, I'm not eating 2-pound cheeseburgers anymore. This was like 20 years ago when I had the girlfriend that used to make me all this stuff.
I tell you what,
2-pound hamburger.
Your girlfriend was
2 pounds?
trying to murder you, Deej.
Two pounds.
Yeah.
I'd eat a 2-pound cheeseburger, and then she would make up a whole bunch of French fries for me too.
Oh my God.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
This is how we eat in the Midwest, damn it.
Yeah,
Shoot, we eat that in the South, son.
I would eat like a tub of French fries, but not a 2-pound cheeseburger. That's just too much.
This is what I do. I go to McDonald's and get a Big Mac. And then I go to Sonic and get onion rings.
Seems like Jay hates everything Belgium. No Brussels sprouts, no
No.
Belgian waffles.
I have eaten Belgian waffles. I have eaten Belgian waffles. I just like the regular buttermilk waffles more than I do the Belgian. It's just my preference. I'll tell you what's the best is either lima beans and butter beans with okra in it. Oh God, I love okra.
Oh my God.
Hey, it's
As soon as we get off the stream, every one of us is going to go eat something.
No, I'm actually going to go straight to sleep after I get off the stream. And Yitza, he probably doesn't like Jean-Claude Van Damme either.
I gotta do a pile of dishes after the stream.
If I eat anything, I'd probably just throw it up immediately.
Hell, this is no shit. Back in my drinking days, I'd leave the bar, I'd go to a restaurant, I would order a full order of biscuits and gravy, 2 eggs, 2 hash browns, 4 things of sausage, and a cheeseburger and fries.
Jesus.
That sounds great.
That's true, Joseph. That's why I stay away from vegetables.
I can't eat that much anymore. My stomach has shrunk so much that I get full on, like I said, she made this huge pizza yesterday, and I could only eat 2 of the 4.
And no, Cronus, I'm talking when I was a drinker, when I was going out every single weekend, Fridays, Saturdays, getting ripped up until 2 o'clock in the morning.
Those were the days.
And now it's like maybe once every 3 months I'll have a drink, which is coming up here shortly. Will be time for that again.
It's turning into a weekly thing for me. I think I'm becoming an alcoholic.
Yeah, but you're still in better shape than Tim was. Tim was loaded tonight.
Oh, was he?
That's the most I've ever heard him talk at once.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to have to rewatch this because I came in late.
Oh, Tim Talks was here. You could tell he was feeling no pain whatsoever.
No, he was on one of Bill's stream one time. And he was really.
Hey, now you're a petty officer. Dear God, you're gonna lower yourself so much. I'm telling you.
I can't believe you guys are
Stick
still.
to a rank and that's it.
I can change this,
I can't believe you guys are still streaming. What time is it over in your respective locations?
4 a.m.
There we
5
go.
o'clock.
He's no longer a
4:02.
petty officer.
That's right.
Toilet cleaner. Oh, wow.
Why so low, Jay? Why so low?
Chief janitor.
I'm not so low. That's your name on the thing. He
Hey,
changed it. Toilet cleaner.
who changed it to that? Hang on just 1 second. Hang on.
The stream now he's muting, yelling at me.
No, I just muted you.
See, that's
because
the
I
thing.
was saying goodbye to someone.
You're back to petty officer.
Well, no, he's just the office. He's a
Oh,
petty
petty office. I see.
That's the thing about this petty officer. Whoever hosts the stream can change the names of their guests.
No,
Oh God, I gotta be nice to Jay. To Deej now.
That's right. I have allies here.
I'm gonna. Does that change it? It does. Yay!
Another little known fact is I can also lower the volume down to where they still think they're talking, but nobody else hears them.
Oh, that's me. I'm gonna get my own StreamYards account. How much does it cost?
Well, you can have a free one, but if you want some of the extra people up on the stream with you, where you can have like 10 at a time, costs you like $25 a month.
And the free one, you're limited to like, what is it, 20 hours?
20 hours, yeah. The free one, you only can stream for 20 hours, and you shut off every month.
Okay.
$25 one, you can unlimited stream.
Wow.
Shifty, I don't think I've met you. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Cool. Where are you from?
I'm from Virginia.
Okay, cool. I'm from New Zealand.
Oh, that's a nice place.
The other guys know me from Jeep Nerding on John DeMarco's channel.
Yeah, we let him up here just because he is New Zealand. If he was Australian, I wouldn't let him up here.
Oh, okay. Well, at least you got that the right way around, Deej. I commend you.
It's not New Zealand. He lives in Mordor.
Well, I used to have an Australian that came around and would jump on the streams, but he turned out to be a total asshole and a dick. So.
Okay. Well, you can't judge all people in the whole country by.
I should have known when he was running the name Aussie Outlaw. I should have known he was up to no good.
Anyway, what are we talking about?
We were talking about food here now because
Yeah.
we've ran the entire gambit of everything.
Okay. Food. My favorite food is pizza.
Pineapple?
Yeah.
No.
Oh God, no. Get the hell out of America.
There's nothing wrong with pineapple.
Hang on. Well, if you have Hawaiian flavor, you gotta have pineapple.
Pineapple's fine by itself, but on pizza, dear God,
you gotta have it with.
Have you never had Hawaiian pizza?
Yeah. Yeah, it's good on Hawaiian pizza or something with ham or like a barbecue style pizza. It's perfectly fine.
Oh my God!
And plus, if you do things like mention pineapple pizza around Foley, you'll get shit like this.
Am I fired again? Yeah, you're fucking absolutely fired. All your promotions are redacted. Like, dude, why would you have to fuck yourself like that?
I'm with him. Don't put pineapple on pizza.
Well, Foley's getting like salty chicken. My goodness.
Oh, I didn't let it keep playing because later he calls me an asshole in that clip.
Oh God,
I had him triggered.
he doesn't like you, huh?
Oh no, he loves me because he turns around and rehires me afterwards.
He's fickle, huh?
Hires you for what? He should do
To be his friend.
He should do StreamYard streams because I find it frustrating. I really want to hang out on his streams, but I'm a really slow typist, so I don't like chatting endlessly on chat. So, but he should do StreamYard streams because then I can talk with him.
He's too
Oh,
big to talk to us little people.
Oh, he was in my chat a couple of weeks ago. He pops over here every once in a while and jumps on the stream.
Oh, okay.
I got a feeling when I got a feeling when I do my birthday stream this month, he'll show up. Just because we're drinking.
I'd love to be able to talk to him because I used to watch his Trickyard streams way back, but I just found it too difficult to. I've sent him the odd Twitter chat and stuff, but then I became a bit poor, and I just found typing a little bit difficult. So, yeah. Anchovies are evil.
Yes, I take anchovies off my pizza and jalapeno peppers.
I haven't
and
had
olives. Oh, olives should not be on pizza. Oh,
I love olives and jalapeno peppers.
God.
olives are great on Italian pizza. It all depends on what flavor you're using.
My
Just give
favorite
me a-
at the pizza restaurant is Canadian bacon and mushrooms.
Just give me a good sausage and mushroom pizza.
Why would you put mushrooms on your pizza? You might as well just pour dirt on your pizza.
But
I like mushrooms on my pizza.
Yeah,
It's sacrilege.
Like you like pineapple on your pizza.
mushrooms are fine.
Just throw some potting soil on your pizza next time and it'll have the same flavor.
You got mushrooms in
thank
your
you.
spaghetti sauce.
I had a woman, I had a resident in my building that I don't know why she did it. She didn't know why she did it, but she put dirt in her food.
What?
Oh my God. What the
Yes.
hell?
The doctor didn't know why she was doing it. Ugh.
Yeah, that's unhygienic.
When you
and
get
stupid.
old as she is, I think your thinking capacity just goes wacko and do stupid stuff like that.
Heck yeah. That's why I
Come on,
smoke, so I die early.
Come on, Cinnabun. If you're going to sit there and rag on mushrooms, then you might as well rag on potatoes, carrots. all the
Potatoes
other
are
fruits.
delicious.
Love carrots.
They all
Love
grow under
carrots.
the ground.
Yeah, but they
Exactly,
don't taste
good
like
point,
dirt,
Ace.
like mushrooms do.
You wash them off.
Yeah, you can't wash off disgusting.
Lettuce grows from the ground.
Yosef said she wanted to soil herself.
Oh, oh God.
That's
we've
an
had-
interesting helmet you're wearing, Shifty.
We've had people
Yeah.
soil themselves on this stream before.
That's a Cobra Commander right there in my picture from G.I. Joe.
Cool. Cool.
I'm surprised that my picture came up because usually it's blank. Finally, it worked.
That's because this is a deed stream. We're special here.
There you go.
Is that Elvis in your picture, Jack?
No, that's Conway Twitty.
Oh, okay.
Hello,
He
darling.
had more #1 hits than anybody on the planet
Oh. What
before
genre,
George Strait stole it from him.
What genre does he sing?
Country.
A country. He
Oh,
was
okay.
rock and roll. Then he went to country.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Kronos?
Have you ever heard of Hello, Darling, or It's Only Make Believe? Then it's him.
Or Louisiana Woman, Mississippi Man.
There you go. My favorite of his, which I wish he had released as a single, it's the greatest love song. If you want to get romantic with your woman, play Private Part of My Heart. It'll get them every time.
Nah, I just play stroking.
You- Just a swinging.
Stroke it to the east.
Yeah.
I stroke it to the west. And I stroke it to the woman that I love best. I'll be stroking.
I've never heard of that.
You've never heard that song?
Nope.
Oh, Lord.
That is a classic song. And if I wouldn't get nailed by YouTube, I'd play the damn thing right now. But
Have
look it up.
y'all heard of the song "Wait in the Truck"?
No.
Not sure.
I wish I could remember the man's name, but he did a song just last year called "Wait in the Truck." He meets a woman out on the road, and she has been battered, beaten bad, and she tells him who did it, where to find him, and he goes to that trailer where she came from, where that man beat her, and he says, "Wait in the truck," and he takes a gun and he blows him away.
Oh.
And he goes to jail for the rest of his life, and she comes to visit him and says, "Thank you."
Such an uplifting song.
I mean, when I first heard it, I said, it's got a good beat and stuff, but jeez.
All right, time to tempt fate.
Oh,
when I
yeah.
start making love, I don't just
You're gonna
make
be
love,
tempted.
I be stroking. That's what I
Yeah.
be doing. I be stroking.
Stroke it to the east.
I've never heard that before in my life.
Oh shit! This has been around since like the '80s.
Well, see, I was into rock and roll until I used to watch Solid Gold with my sister every Saturday night, and I was into rock and roll with her. And then they had this thing every week on Solid Gold where they'd have the artist who had the #1 country song of the week to play their song. And Conway was there one week, and he just nailed it for me, and I just changed to country right then and there.
Well, there you go. I put the link in the chat and the private chat, so after the stream, you can go listen to this song, and you will see that it's like one of the best songs for a date.
You know, you're allowed to like two different genres of music at the same time.
Yeah, Shifty likes rock and roll and wrestling music, so
You damn straight.
I like classical music. I like country. I like gospel music. I like jazz. I like blues. Love blues. It's not just country for me.
well, you need
I
to
like
get Jay
different.
on Name That Tune, because the way the wheel was spinning with all the country this year, he might do good on it.
I'm not into new country.
We do a lot of the old country. That's where
Then I could possibly win it. Possibly.
it's Glenn Campbell, Kronos. That's who the Rhinestone
Oh God, I
Cowboy
hate
is.
Glenn Campbell. Oh God, I had to listen to Glenn Campbell so much. My dad liked Glenn Campbell. I got to the point where
Like a rhinestone cowboy. Do, do.
that and what was his name with Rocky Mountain High?
John Denver.
John Denver. That was another one. Oh God, it was played so much I got tired of it. Oh.
He wasn't really country. He was folk singer.
No, he was kind of almost like a folk singer.
Yeah.
When he won the award for one of his songs, Buddy Rich or whatever, he burned his card.
Yep.
That said that he won. He literally lit it with a lighter. And Denver didn't know he did that. He was off stage somewhere, touring somewhere, so he couldn't see what was going on. But he lit his card on fire. He hated him so much. And then he says, "My friend John Denver." He actually got banned from the award show for that. That was just a joke. Jeez.
It's sad that he died in a plane crash. Something.
Yeah, John Denver. He was another one that died in a plane crash.
I
Patsy
don't know
Cline.
much about him, but my mum really liked his music.
Well, at least he
Reba's
wasn't like
whole
Sonny.
band died in an airplane crash.
Hell, a
Her
good chunk
original
of
band.
Leonard's, a good chunk of Leonard Skinner got wiped out in a plane crash.
Yeah. Yeah. Patsy Cline.
The moral of the story is don't fly.
Hey,
Don't fly.
Buddy
Wow.
Holly, Big Bopper, Richie Valens.
Yeah. Do you know Waylon Jennings was supposed to be on that plane and he gave his seat to someone else?
Yep.
And he had all through the rest of his life, he went through survivor guilt.
But at least none of them smacked into a tree like Sonny Bono.
Oh, yeah. God. Wham. They thought he was going to die.
Did.
He didn't die from the tree, did he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
He did?
So
Yeah.
so did oh God. Who was that actor that was taken?
I didn't know he died like that. Okay.
Should I tell you my joke that I told on Bird's stream earlier today that got a groan?
Go ahead.
What was Pink Floyd and Dale Earnhardt's claim to fame? Their last greatest hit was The Wall.
Oh, God. Wow.
I actually told that joke while I was in Texas. Right after it happened. And I survived.
It's weird.
Every time I get to the point where I'm full from eating at a restaurant, I'll say, I hit the brick wall.
It's weird. NASCAR used to be such a big thing, and especially here in Virginia. But you know, it just fell off so hard.
Yeah,
it seems
it's
like
gone off a lot.
I've never been to a NASCAR
sport.
race, but
Me neither.
my boss, when I worked at the bar, did take me to the Indy 500.
Did you have a good time?
I couldn't hear a damn thing, but
I know
I did have plenty of people throwing beers at me for free.
Yeah. Did you grab one?
Oh hell yeah! I wasn't supposed to be drinking. I was still underage at the time.
Oh Lord!
Because at that time I was still like 20, and all I was doing at the bar at that point was cooking and cleaning and shit like that. I hadn't officially moved up to the bartender position. But it rained that morning, so they had the freaking dryers out there.
What is the drinking age in most states these days?
21. They're
Oh,
trying
really?
to put it to 30. Or is it 25? I think it's 25.
And in New Zealand, it's 18. I kid you not.
I heard that. 18.
Yeah.
I learned a lot about New Zealand. I watch a channel from New Zealand.
Okay.
Now, they're big drinkers over there in Germany. I wonder what the age limit is there.
I don't know. Some of them European countries, it's below 18.
Oh, wow.
I think you can drink at 16 in some countries with as long as you're with a parent.
Yeah.
It's just said Belgium, it's 16 for beer, 18 for liquor.
What for liquor?
18 for liquor and 16 for
18?
beer.
Wow. They're both liquor. Jeez.
Yeah, but one's a hard liquor.
Instead of
and one's-
liquor.
That's what she
I
said.
remember where down here in the South, I don't know what it was for the rest of the country, but back in the early 80s, you couldn't buy any alcohol on Sunday because everything was closed. Gas stations were closed, stores were closed, grocery stores was closed. The only thing that was open was the police department, the ambulance, the hospital, and the mill. That's it. Everything
Here
else
they
was closed.
here they make us wait until noon on a Sunday before we can buy any booze.
That's the way it is here.
Yeah, I remember when I was a kid in New Zealand, all the retail shops used to be closed on Saturday and Sunday, but that's long gone.
I'll say this: it used to be that way. I don't know how it is right now, but used to you couldn't buy liquor until after church was closed.
I'm not.
But we do have
I'm not
two
talking about
bars.
liquor, I'm talking about every shop.
We do have two bars here in town that can open up at 6 a.m. and start selling.
When we had a bar, I don't even know if there are any more bars here in Bastrop, but when we did, you couldn't open until 2 p.m. on Sundays until they closed. Excuse me.
Oh, the one bar I worked at was 10 a.m. open up, and I usually had to work Saturday night, so I'd be out there until 2 a.m. then turn around, happy back at 10 a.m. But that's when they all wanted freaking Bloody Marys because they were all hungover.
I've got a question for all of the people. Well, I was going to say all the people in the US. Everyone on the stream is in the US tonight, except me. Are Funyuns a yummy snack? Because I've always wanted to try Funyuns, but we can't get them in New Zealand.
Onions are great.
They're
delicious.
Actually, I just had this debate here about a week ago. I actually like there's a Walmart brand of onion rings they have called Onios or something. I
They
like
do
those.
not taste good.
I like them. I like them.
What are they
Funyuns are better.
Yeah,
Just
yeah, Funyuns.
Get somebody to send you some Funyuns.
Yeah,
that'd be cool.
Because I watch that channel, Your New Zealand Family, and people are always sending them American food to try out.
Right.
Oh, okay. Cool.
You just need to put if you have a YouTube channel. Talking to the petty officer right now. If you have a YouTube channel, just put a thing on your the background saying where to send it to, a PO box.
I don't have a YouTube channel, but I could.
Wait a minute. If you don't have a YouTube channel, how are you on this stream?
You can link it. Yeah, you can link it to Facebook, and you don't have to have a YouTube.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
It's gonna be the most expensive bag of Funyuns you'll ever buy. It's gonna be like a $20 import fee.
Yeah. Well, I mean, somebody could send them like a bunch of candy and stuff, and then Funyuns and.
Yeah. My favorite chips is Doritos taco flavor and Munchos.
Hey, there you go, petty officer. You could start your YouTube channel with just people sending you stuff to try to eat and make reaction videos of you.
Yeah, and they'll do it. They'll do it because
you will get shit tons of views out of that too.
I ordered one of those snack boxes. I'm gonna do a live stream with. Weird snack.
I'd be alright with some friends that I already know that I trust to send me food, but I don't know about strangers because there might be some psychos out there that would spike it or something.
Yeah, that's true.
And then there's weirdos that will eat food that's 25 years old on live streams.
Yes, I've seen that. That's nasty.
The guy.
I never do that. But
Well, there's a guy.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, well, like, I still haven't met any of you in real life, but I feel like I can trust all the guys from Gin Nerdy, like John and Professor and Bunny and you, Jay, because you all seem like nice. Deej, I've only just really met you, but in time I reckon I can trust you to.
No, don't trust me. I'll send you Rocky Mountain oysters.
I love fried oysters. Oh Lord.
Rocky Mountain oysters.
Is that
A Rocky
code name?
Mountain variety.
Yeah.
That's code name for bovine testicles, isn't
For
it?
raw oysters?
No, Rocky Mountain oysters is either hog or bull testicles.
Yeah, I thought
Oh
so.
God.
I thought so. I wasn't falling for that, Dave. I wasn't
They're like
falling
meaty
for that.
gushers.
I come from a
No, you
farming
slide
family.
the batter and
I wasn't
fry 'em.
falling.
Reminds me of that movie with Chevy Chase. He's eating
Funny Farm.
bull testicles.
Yeah, no, there were lamb fries. There were lamb testicles.
Yeah. Oh,
This is
God.
how much you don't trust me. I cooked up a batch of Rocky Mountain oysters once, took them to my aunt, didn't tell her what it was because she swore long ago that she'd never eat them. I let her eat them thinking it was something else and didn't tell her what it was until afterwards.
Did you like it?
Yeah.
Did you enjoy the food?
No, she was pissed at me. She was pissed at me for weeks and she threw up.
I tell you what,
I told her what it was.
My
There's
aunt
an
made a dip from some part of the sheep, and this wolf had attacked this sheep, and my uncle got the wolf away, and he had to shoot the sheep, and he cut it in half, and he took off all the wool and everything, made it ready for cooking, and he gave my daddy half, and he grilled it on the grill, and that was the best meat I've ever eaten. And then my aunt made some kind of dip. She grind it with a hand grinder, and then she boiled it, then fried it, and then made it into a dip with some Miracle Whip and pickles and some onions, and gave us a sleeve of Ritz crackers. And man, that was the best dip I ever ate.
Sounds good. I eat a lot of offal, which most people find yuck, but I come from a farming background, and farmers just eat a lot of offal. Like I love lamb's liver and cow's tongue and sheep's heart. They're all beautiful meat.
Then you would love what is it called, guys?
No pig's feet?
What's that head cheese? Goat head cheese or
Yuck. Are you kidding me?
yeah.
No.
He would probably like that.
I tell you
My
what,
daddy used to love pickled pig's feet. Ugh.
Yeah, that's not good.
I'd give it a try.
Those YouTube channels we was talking about people that eats old food. Those YouTube channels where the guys will eat old MREs. Those are really fascinating.
Oh, I've seen them too. They're like 60 years old and they're eating them things. Oh,
it's disgusting.
I wouldn't eat really old stuff.
I seen some guy eat a 25-year-old bag of Cheetos and then turned around and called the number on it that said if it was fresh, and they sent him coupons to get new ones.
Yeah.
Yep.
I watched a video where this dude opened up several cans that were outdated from 1960s or 70s, and I'm going like, dude, please do not try eating it. I can understand you wanting to see what it looks like inside, but damn, he started eating some canned peaches from the 60s, and I went, oh my God.
If they were properly sealed, right, it would be right.
Oh, they were, but I would not eat anything way past that date or anything out of date. I'll throw away a gallon of milk if it's past its date.
I wouldn't eat anything old out of a plastic container, but out of a tin can I would, because they're designed to be absolutely airtight.
Yeah, but some of these
speaking
guys
of canned food, go ahead. Go ahead.
Some of these guys are opening up rations from World War II and eating.
Yes. Yes.
Oh.
Yep. No, thank
I
you.
have eaten some of those ready to eat army stuff, and it's good.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Were you
Yeah, but
were you in the
MRE
military? Were you in the
Yeah,
military?
MREs. They tasted good. I had some beef stew from a bag, and you just pour water in it, and you follow the directions. That was some good beef stew.
Did you used to be in the military, Jay?
No.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of those MREs that are commercially available aren't the ones that the Army actually gets. They're
Well, good then.
marketed that
But
way.
they were good. They were
They're
good.
mainly just camping food.
Oh, okay.
Have you, Mr. President or Petty Officer, sorry, have you ever eaten something called potted meat?
God.
No, what's that?
That's gross.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's not.
What?
It's good as a sandwich.
You guys try to make me sick? What
What is it?
That
Is it
and
like,
Vienna sausages, oh, God, they are so good.
is that,
I can.
is potted meat kind of like salami? Because I love
No,
salami.
it's like, I guess you would call it like minced meat. It's
Oh, yeah.
it's literally grounded up really fine
Okay.
and canned, and it is
Oh,
good. The best is Armor potted meat, great on a sandwich, just by
Right.
itself. Don't have to put mayonnaise or anything on it. It is great. I eat that all the time.
Okay. I have to see if it's available here.
Holy crap.
That and Vienna sausage. Love Vienna sausage.
If I can't find any in New Zealand, if I can send you my address privately sometime, would you be able to send some over, and I can send some money?
I doubt I could because I'm on a limited income.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I
It's
was
just
going to
going
say
to
I can.
send you a can of Alpo.
Here's a guy.
I have heard people say it tastes like Alpo, but shoot, I had one day, I had bought about a couple of cans of Hormel chili and opened it up, and it smelled like dog food. I sent it back. Well, then the next day I heard on the news that Hormel, the company, had accidentally labeled chili for their dog food, and their dog food was their chili was put on as dog food. It was a mistake, and they gave refunds to everybody. I said, "Shit."
Here's a guy eating 1944 British Pacific 24-hour rations.
Oh God.
It has incredible moisture content still. Listen.
Oh my God, go fuck yourself.
Oh God.
Even tried
That
to
is
smoke the cigarettes out of
nasty.
there.
1944. I'm surprised there isn't any bugs in it. Oh God.
Since it's sealed with a tin can, I would eat that, but I would want money first.
I wouldn't eat anything that old.
Just made
Sorry
Mr.
about the coughing. I've got a cold.
I tell you what's good is Underwood deviled ham. You mix Miracle Whip in it or mayonnaise and some ground up pickles and eggs. Put it on some bread as a sandwich. Oh God, I love Underwood deviled ham.
Hey, Hungar.
What's liquid? I've never heard of liquid. Jay?
Underwood deviled ham is kind of like the way it's made as potted meat. It's grounded up real fine.
Oh,
It's
okay.
ham. They have roast beef, they have chicken, they have ham.
Is that what you were saying? You used the term liquid before. I don't know what that is.
Liquid before? No. Mm-mm.
No. Something you said liquid or
No.
list off the ingredients you said before, and I'll tell you to stop when I hear the
Miracle.
word.
He's thinking Miracle Whip.
Miracle Whip.
Fake mayonnaise.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I can't stand mayonnaise.
Okay. Were you saying it in like an abbreviation too?
He was saying
No,
it's Southern.
Miracle Whip is a substitute of. It's like a salad dressing. It's
okay.
marketed as a salad dressing, but
Oh, okay.
I use
You
it
know,
as mayonnaise.
It's white
in
and creamy.
everything.
It's white and creamy. Looks like it came out of something else.
It tastes like mayonnaise to me mixed with like pickle juice. That's what.
It's lemon juice, really.
Oh, okay.
Which actually all mayonnaise, you can look on some mayonnaise and it says lemon juice.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought mayonnaise was made with egg yolk.
Mayonnaise is mostly eggs, oil. I think that's it. It's something
Yeah,
else.
that's usually
I'm not
it.
sure.
Eggs,
I think it's
oil,
just eggs and oil.
some salt and pepper sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah. Because my mother used to make mayonnaise at home, but me and my daddy just did not like mayonnaise. So we finally found Miracle Whip, and I've been eating it ever since I was a teenager.
Slap a bunch of it on a sandwich.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, not by itself. I'll eat a
Oh, no, you
bologna
gotta have
sandwich. Now, I tell you, my favorite sandwich is bologna and peanut butter.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
No. Don't knock until you try it. I guarantee you, you'll be a favorite. Yeah, just slap on some Jif peanut butter and a slab of my favorite is Bar S bologna, and because it's made with turkey, and it's so good, so good.
What's bologna?
Bologna's like a flat hot dog.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
A blended
No, if
meat
you-
product.
It may
If you're
be
gonna
called
make a-
something else in New Zealand, but it's called bologna here.
If you're gonna
Oscar
make a
bologna.
sandwich,
It's probably what we call luncheon meat here.
Yes, it's a luncheon meat.
if you're gonna have a sandwich, have a peanut butter and fried banana sandwich.
Oh, I
tell you
can't
what-
stand that.
I tell you
No,
what's
sorry,
really-
Elvis. No,
I tell you what's really good with peanut butter, and it's honey. Honey
Yep.
and peanut
Oh,
butter.
no.
It's really
I've
good.
tried that. No.
We went full circle because we started off talking about honey and syrup and
And now we're back at it. Yeah.
I'm really lucky. My uncle has his own beehive, so I get homemade honey from him.
Now, if you like honey, have you ever tried what's it called? That cracker that is made with honey. Minute something. Oh shoot! It's a graham cracker. Graham cracker. It's made with honey. Just slab some peanut butter on it. Oh, so good.
I've never heard of that cracker. I don't know if we can get.
There's
that
a
here.
certain graham cracker that is made with honey. I'm trying to think of what it's called.
I'm just glad Parrothead's not here. He'd be sending me that damn picture of the woman that slapped some peanut butter on herself for
oh
weird
god.
reason.
Now, when you say graham crackers, are they like the crackers that had animal icing and animal shapes when you were a kid?
That's called something ham, gray ham or something. It's like I know what you're talking about, the zoo animal shapes.
Yeah,
animal crackers.
That's not it. This is a square graham cracker. It's a big graham cracker.
It's what they use to make s'mores.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, now I'm with you. Sorry, I'm just a bit lost on the.
And there's one that I think it's called Honey Graham. The
Yeah,
brand
they
is
got-
called Honey Graham, and it is
That's-
really good by itself or with some peanut butter. Now, my friend who's kind of nuts, he'll try anything. He loves it with ketchup. Ugh!
Yeah.
What the? Oh my god.
Well,
Yes. Crazy.
a couple of years ago, I tried Twinkies for the first time. They're great. They're so good.
Oh, Twinkies are the best.
Twinkies are
Oh,
gross.
I
No,
can
they're
make bunny.
not.
I can make Bunny Man sick. I put cream of mushroom soup on my Spam.
Oh my god.
Oh, I hate
Wrong
spam.
guy.
I hate spam. That's nothing but rat meat. Oh,
How do you? Spam's awesome.
no.
Is
Nope,
Spam
nope, nope,
kind of
nope,
like?
nope.
Is Spam kind of like bologna, or is it different?
It's
No,
like
it's,
they have spam, they have treat.
It's like ham, but it's not.
Yeah,
It's
just
definitely not.
salt cured ham,
Okay.
essentially.
Spam is good when it's fried up.
Yeah.
Well, I thought that was just an English thing because Monty Python, which was an English.
Go to
comedy
Google or whatever your what's it called browser is in New Zealand, and look up spam, and you'll see it.
Spam is the #1 food in the state of Hawaii.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like their national food.
And they're crazy.
No.
Oh, now
Fix it up with
I'll say this:
rice.
everybody has different taste buds, and mine, I can't eat a lot of foods. There's a lot of foods I cannot stand to taste or if it smells bad or tastes bad, I'm not eating it.
But I only eat Spam. I will not eat the cheap generic versions of it because it doesn't
Treat.
taste as good. I will not eat that shit.
Treat
I only-
is the generic spam.
Gross.
I only like Spam, and it's not for health reasons. I just think it tastes better than regular Spam.
We can't find treat down in the south where I live. In
What? Treat?
Yeah, treat. TREET. It's a generic of spam. We
Yeah.
can't find it anymore. It's nothing but spam up here, down here.
There,
And I don't know
proof.
why, but spam goes like crazy on the shelves here. I can't stand it.
Oh, it's some Walmarts they have the Spam up by customer service because people's been stealing it.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I thought Spam was an English thing because it used to be in lots of Monty Python sketches.
Yeah.
No in America is probably American created.
Oh,
Spam,
okay.
spam, spam, glorious spam, the glorious
Yeah.
spam.
Exactly.
But Weird Al had a song about spam too.
Yeah.
Oh, that too.
I love his
Hey,
song
you
about
guys- hey, you
the
guys
cheerleader thing,
want-
the football thing.
Are you guys Monty Python fans? I love Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
I like Monty Python, but I preferred Benny Hill.
Yes,
Fair enough.
love Benny Hill.
I've literally only seen the Holy Grail of it. That's the only Monty Python I've seen.
Yeah, most of that stuff's before
I
my
don't
time.
think I've seen any of the Monty Python stuff.
Oh, you
Come on,
really
Dead
missed
Parrot
out.
is awesome. Dead Parrot skit, that is awesome.
The
Yeah.
Killer Bunnies. That was the best part.
Yeah.
What was the famous Monty Python guy? What was his name?
John Cleese,
I don't think that's the name.
Eric
Monty
Idle.
Python?
Eric Idle. He was in Transformers the movie. That's the only thing I've ever seen him in.
Are you missing out? Monty Python is legendary.
I've never seen it.
And if you want a Canadian show, watch Red Green.
Or Kids in the Hall.
I love SCTV.
You've never heard of Red Green?
No.
He's
I
a
have.
comedian. He had a TV show, and it was like he did everything with duct tape and shit, and it's just hilarious.
He kind of reminds me of Mr. Green Jeans.
Hey.
Did you guys get a program called Fry and Laurie over in the States with Stephen Fry and Hugh Laurie doing skits? They were so good, man.
No, unless it was on PBS, and I quit watching PBS a long time ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the only thing I watched on PBS anyway was Doctor Who.
I like Blake 7 on PBS.
Blake 7 was okay.
Oh, I
I've
love
heard
it.
of Blake Seven, but I haven't actually watched it.
It used to be on YouTube, but then YouTube took it off, copyrighted it, so he had to turn off his channel. He loved nothing but Blake 7, and they copyrighted everything, so he took it off.
That's annoying.
You can watch Red Green on YouTube, though.
Yes.
They have all the everything except for the movie they did is on YouTube.
Yeah.
What years did Red Green come out?
Oh, that was the 90s, 2000s.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. I'll check it out.
I think there's like 13 or 15 seasons of it.
I used to like This Old House with Bob Vila. But when he left, I didn't watch it anymore. Mostly
still watch it from time to
PBS,
time.
I watched This Old House, Blake 7, Justin Wilson, and what was his name? Earl Perot, the gourmet cooking chef. He was great.
I guarantee.
Yes,
No
sir.
Bob Ross? No Bob Ross? And it's Happy
Every
Little
now and
Pants?
then. Every now and
Happy
then
Little
I'll watch
Pants.
him on YouTube.
Ooh, yeah, I pulled myself in
I
line.
got tired of Bob Ross because all he did was paint trees. I was so tired of them damn trees. Can't he paint something that didn't have a tree in it? Damn.
They're happy little trees, damn it.
You know what the standing theory is? Bob Ross was painting the landscapes of where he buried the bodies.
Where he buried bodies.
That's why they don't sell the paintings, because they don't want everyone to find all the dead people everywhere.
That one person and his wife did him and his family wrong. Have you seen the documentary about his life? It was
No.
on Netflix, I think. I may be wrong. Well, I'm never wrong. I may never be right, but I'm never wrong. But yeah, that was a good documentary. But man, when he died, they did his family wrong. So sad.
Oh, lovely. Robert Meyer Burnett is still having it out with Doomcock.
Really?
What the hell? Yeah. This has
I've
been
never
going on
seen
for
anything
weeks.
of Doomcock, but I've heard about him.
Yeah,
This has been going on for weeks.
Well, I just watched the video, and it sounds like everybody's right that it may be the Borg again. Always the Borg. We have too much about the Borg.
Yeah, I'll be really disappointed if it's.
I called it week 1. You can go back to my live streams. I called the shit
I'm
week
still
1.
thinking it may be the Pa Wraith.
It's not going to be the Pa Wraith, because that would be a waste, because they're not going to get back Cisco.
Yeah.
And that would be the only reason why it would build up to a Pa Wraith is Cisco coming back. That's never going to happen.
Well,
so
he's
it's
been
not a pirate.
blackballed. From what I heard, Avery Brooks has been blackballed in Hollywood.
Well, I mean, you see the guy, the man's like seriously coked out. You'd have to have a jazz piano on set, or otherwise he wouldn't show up.
I saw something on Twitter. It was something tied back to. They might be tied back to Enterprise, because there's like a shadowy figure that was an Enterprise that they didn't
That was
finish
Archer.
the storyline.
That was Archer.
Okay.
That was a future version of Archer.
Manny Cotto mentioned in a convention that if season 5 had come another season, he was going to identify that the Shadow Man was Archer.
And we were going to start getting into the building of the conflict between
the Romulan
Earth
Earth War.
Yep.
It was going to be a whole season of nothing but the Romulan Earth conflict, and I would have loved it. Somebody needs to do that.
That would have probably been season 7, and then the final episode would have been the signing of the Federation.
Yeah. That's the reason why they did that last episode, to bring about the Federation. That's the reason why they brought Riker and Troy in.
And yes, JP, it's 5 a.m. and I'm still going.
Yep.
6 a.m.
4:53 for me.
But I'm probably going to end this in about 8 minutes or so, because I'm finally starting to get tired.
All right.
Yeah, I get dishes to do.
But we still got a few minutes. Just
I'm
before
up for
we
the
wrap
rest
it
of
up.
the day.
So Jay, what you've heard about what you heard about Picard is only theories, right? It's not spoilers.
Well, this man, he brought up, scenes from TNG, everything that had to be do with the Borg. He knit it real good, and the theory kind of sounds really nailing it, because Raffi says the parietal lobe, and back in the Next Generation, they talk about Beverly is saying something about they're trying to reach Picard, and she mentions the parietal lobe.
Okay. Oh well, we'll see what happens.
I'm telling you, when Picard boned Beverly, he shot some of that Borg super semen into him.
Well, see, they couldn't get all the nanoprobes out of Seven, and all of her Borg tech out of her. So, yeah, I think it's true that when Picard and Beverly were together, that some of his Borg probes got in him.
It's going to be terrible if it's the Borg. It's going to ruin the entire season.
Yes.
And that's the voices in his head. He's
Yes,
connecting
because
with some
Picard was
collective.
hearing voices in First Contact.
Then why is it Beverly's voice that is in Jack's head?
Don't know.
Because it's trying to process to
Oh,
something
Beverly
Jack
is
would know.
the new Borg queen.
I think now this one's a Hail Mary, but I'm
Yeah.
going to throw it out there. Hugh.
Hugh?
What?
Hugh is
already
dead.
dead.
They killed
was
Hugh in
dead.
season 1.
Yeah, exactly.
Wasn't season 1.
Season 1 of Picard.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was.
It was, yeah.
That's where they had the Borg cube.
The dead Borg.
And Seven saw Hugh. Remember, she mercifully killed.
Oh, that's right.
What's his name?
Well, see, I'm trying to put season 1 and 2 out of my head.
Yes.
Yeah. I really hope it's
well,
not
it'll be somebody in Hugh's collective then.
Oh,
It's a FU to Kurtzman and Metellus. Is what Picard 3 is.
And the red door is just a representation of the Borg behind it wanting to be free.
why?
Or
Why
the
would it
Red
be a red
Angel.
door? Why wouldn't it be a green door? Borg has always
He
been
mentioned that. He went back
I don't-
to First
I don't
Contact,
really
and
hear
the
too
engineering
many
door
spoilers.
was red.
I refuse to believe it.
I hope not, because I'm sick of the Borg.
It's either the Borg or it's Mephisto.
I was hoping that we'd see Nagilum again.
No.
Maybe.
Why? That was like one of
Or Or it'd be those bugs from the TNG episode. They were supposed to be the Borg. They were the Borg first time. Hurley, the kind of like the showrunner for season 1 and 2, that he had invented the Borg.
Well, the bugs would have been more interesting to see an updated version of them instead of the claymation cootie versions that we saw in TNG.
Yep.
Maybe it's the whale probe from Star Trek 4.
I'd be on board.
Oh,
with that.
I would love to. They never finished figuring out where that came from. They should have done another movie finding out where they came from. Maybe I know it's not the whale probe, but that would have been nice to see where they came from.
It's the Doomsday Machine.
That would be so stupid.
Oh yeah. Oh, we don't need that again.
What if Clint Howard?
Yeah, Clint Howard's back. Baylock.
Baylock. Baylock.
Baylock is back for revenge.
His Tranya. His Tranya was nothing but grapefruit juice, he said.
And Cronus is hoping that we all get whale probed in the future.
Oh, God.
The whale probe is the mightiest enemy the Federation has ever faced. There's nothing that can.
Yeah, it was taking all the power out and everything.
Exactly.
And it did it with its ball.
The Saratoga from Voyage Home is in the Fleet Museum.
That's cool.
Yeah.
We really triggered Kronos, though.
5 o'clock here.
Almost that.
Yeah.
Anybody got anything they want to say before we get the hell out of here? And then
I enjoyed the chat.
Nope,
and
I'm going to
LDG
bed.
wakes up and finds out that we streamed all night, and he's like, "Rawr,
I enjoyed being here with y'all.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Hey, we do this every once in a while in the middle of the night. Sometimes it's the afternoon, sometimes it's the evening. It's just whenever I feel up to it and want to do it. Yeah. This is what we do.
Fair enough.
And usually I try to do it when nobody else is streaming, so I'm not stepping on toes.
Right.
You're not stepping on many toes this hour.
Nope.
Yeah.
But don't get used to these late night hours, because I figure in a day or two I'm going to start getting called to go back to work out the farm. So
Filing soybeans.
I'm going to have to be going to bed at a decent hour and getting up early to go to work.
Can't believe you get paid
about
to poop in the
waking
field.
up at 4:30 or 5 in the morning.
Yep. Yeah, I get paid to poop in the field.
And shitting on corn.
I know that. My uncle used to have a farm, and we go out there on Saturday mornings to when it's time to pick cotton and stuff. We go out there with 2 5-gallon buckets, and he'd let us pick some purple hull peas, corn, all that stuff.
Oh, Lordy, pick a bale of cotton. Oh, Lordy, pick a bale of hay.
Anyway, you guys are weird. I'm going to bed. Good night.
Night.
Good to be weird.
And you know, we always have to end the clip with the poor sad dino. So if you haven't seen this video, if you're new to the channel, here it is. But of course, we'll start off with Captain Foley.
Am I fired again?
You're
You're
fired.
fucking absolutely fired. All your promotions are redacted. Like, dude, why would you have to fuck yourself like that? Why? You're clipping all this shit, aren't you? You're gonna have a fucking montage of all the times I said you were right, said you were wrong, said you were fired, said you were rehired, said you were promoted during this live. You're gonna have them all and play them on your channel, aren't you? Well, you've absolutely been fired again because you're an asshole. You're fired from talking to me and being my friend and being on my channel. Get the hell out of here. Go on, go on, get the hell out of here.